Manchester City versus Manchester United in the FA Cup final, a massive game. If there's any United players out there who knows what it means to play for this club and knows what implications this have in terms of them potentially doing the treble, you go out there tomorrow and you perform how we all know you can. You've already done it this season. You did it at Old Trafford. Players without fear like Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho. We've got Champions League winners in the team who have never lost a final before. Casemiro, Rafael Varane, a manager who can change the game tactically like that, which he also did in that City game. And a fan base who would absolutely die for this club. So tell me one reason why we can't go beat Man City. There isn't a reason. We can do it. Everybody just has to turn up. And the fans will turn up as well. So let's go smash this Tin Pot Club. Stop them potentially doing a treble. We win 2-1 tomorrow. Come on, United.
Hey Man United fans. So it's a big game today. I'm so excited. I'm also super nervous. You know what? I think it's going to be a good one. Yes, City look absolutely unstoppable at times and have looked amazing this season, but this is different. I think United are really going to pull through today. I think the fact that they're defending, you know, not only they're looking to win the FA Cup, but they're also defending their treble title, kind of being the only club to have won the treble. I think that's going to be huge in this game. So I am going to predict a United win. I'm actually going to say that it's going to be 3-2. I think it's going to go down to the wire, but you know what? Come on the Reds. I believe we can do this.
Ross Murphy, my final Paddock matchday prediction of the season as Manchester United take on Manchester City at the Emirates FA Cup final at Wembley Stadium. We want to see Varane and Lindelof do very well in defence, Casemiro boss the midfield, Bruno to make chances to score, and hopefully one of our attacking players ends up on the score sheet. And if it all goes to plan, we will win this FA Cup. My score prediction for the game, I'm going to go for a 1-0 Marcus Rashford winner. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to Stretford Paddock. And for the final time this season, come on United.
Back again, Premier predicting a City in the FA Cup. I think I'm confident. I think we'll grind a good result, so I'm going for a 2-1 win United. Up the way and up the paddock.
Kia ora, Stretford Paddock. Rain here, a Manc now supporting from Aotearoa, New Zealand. My prediction for the final is that if you look at the City team, they win a lot of games by 3 or 4 or struggle to a 1-1 draw. They don't win many by the odd goal. So I'm confident that if we can make it to 70 minutes and then bring Garnacho off the bench, United can nick a 1-0 win. Come on, United.
Fáilte to the sunny southeast of Ireland. Brian Casey here with my score prediction for the first ever Manchester Derby FA Cup final. I'm actually quietly confident. No one has given us a chance against City, but people forget we've beaten them already this season. And I think we're going to see a similar setup to the last time. I think Ten Hag hasn't figured out. I can see Fred coming into the midfield alongside Casemiro. He's going to keep Gundogan and De Bruyne quiet. And then we're going to use the pace of Rashford through the middle, Garnacho on the left, possibly Bruno on the right. I think Haaland is a special player and has deservedly won Player of the Year. But he's a poacher, albeit an unbelievable one. But that's all he has in his locker. If we can shut down the supply to him, I think we take him out of the game and we nullify that threat. But I think it'll be a tight game. I see us lifting the trophy. I think it'll be a draw after normal time, a cagey 1-1. And with Martial's injury, the stars are aligned for Weghorst to come off the bench and score the late winner in extra time. All aboard the Vout train. Make sure to subscribe to Stretford Paddock and come on United.
It doesn't get much bigger than this. In recent history, Manchester United up against Manchester City in the FA Cup final. Even though we're the underdogs, our back is against the wall. All the pressure is on United to stop City from winning the treble and to protect our history, and that makes me incredibly nervous. But we already know how this one's going to play out. City are going to dominate us in possession. They're going to overrun us in midfield, so it's so important that Erik ten Hag packs the middle of the park, whether it means starting Fred, so be it. And importantly, we are going to depend on Bruno Fernandes with his progressive passes and link-up play with Marcus Rashford up top with his runs in from behind as well. I think it's going to be scrappy. It's going to be dramatic. If we find ourselves in a lead, it's important that we don't capitulate as we have done in the past. I'm going to predict a late 2-1 win for United.
I'm going to be predicting for us tomorrow to win 2-1. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think Man City will dominate us. I think they'll have obviously more possession in play, but I think we'll go on a counter-attack. The lineup tomorrow, we obviously know there is no Anthony there tomorrow. We know Martial's out as well. But whether or not Weghorst will start or will it be Rashford up top, I'm not too sure. But whatever happens, we just need to go into the game and we need to keep possession of the ball. Don't give the ball away too frequently and just pinch the ball whenever we can off Man City. Go and score a couple of goals and beat them 2-1. Guys, please make sure you like, you share and subscribe to the Paddock. And remember, glory, glory, Man United. And let's go and beat Man City tomorrow. Thank you.
My name's Eric Vaughn in beautiful San Clemente, California. United is going to win 3-2. United's going to go up first. City's going to come back, be ahead 2-1. Rashford will come in with the equalizer, and Wout Weghorst will have the winner in extra time.
Ryan here with his prediction for the biggest game, I think, since 96. I've not felt this nervous since playing Liverpool, FA Cup final, 96. Oh man, my anxiety levels are at an all-time high. I feel sick. I genuinely feel sick, physically sick. But we're going to do it. Do you know why? Because we fucking have to. We have to do this. We have to win this game. I'm going 1-0 Man United. Another clean sheet for David De Gea. We're going to ride our luck. Hugely ride our luck. It's going to be a horrible game to watch. We're going to play counter-attack football. Oh my God. 1-0 Man United. Rashford. I was going to say Wout there, but I think that's just fairy tale thinking. Rashford, 1-0. Oh, please, boys, please do this. Come on!
Paddock match day, 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 Paddock match day. Not chair. Fancy a swim? And it's 1977 all over again. Good times back then, though. The year punk broke. 2023, the year of Miguel. Well, it's up to us again to stop a rival winning the treble in the final of the Papa John. Guys, that's the FA Trophy. What? The fact that this is the first ever Manchester derby in any cup final says everything there is to know about. But the fact they're runaway favourites doesn't mean we've never had surprises before. We just need to do what everybody else does to us and treat this game like a cup final. Oh yeah. We all know what's going to happen, of course. We will sneak it 1-0 in extra time, with the hero being Wout Weghorst. And there it is. 2 trophies and third for Eric's fucking play good successful football Reds, twice as good a season as Arsenal, and 3 times as good a season as Liverpool. Up the fucking Reds. Up the fucking Paddock. Have a good summer. Trust the Notchster.
Yes, everyone, welcome to Stretford Paddock. It is the big one, Manchester Derby, FA Cup final. There's blue skies in Manchester, there's blue skies at Wembley, but we're in the basement covering it all for you guys. I am Alex, I'm joined today by Ronaldo Brown. How are you doing, mate?
Are you not properly announcing your return? When's the last time you've been on this?
Barcelona, so Barcelona was my last one. So that was my last one. We were that one, so it was good one. We've also got Nathan Ellington. How you doing, mate?
Not bad, trying to equalise the shirts here.
We need a little bit of red. And if you haven't noticed, we have... I've come back and the thing, Jay is gone. Do you know what we've got? Got a blue for you for the day. Ant is here as well. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing great. Although the last time I was here was the offside Rashford incident. So
let's not
get. That's the thing with United fans. Though. United fans don't have to prove that they're fans in it, so they don't have to put the actual shirt on everywhere. I mean,
but there's a little bit there. We've got a bit of red and plenty in there. Let's get straight into the starting 11. You can see there. I think, to be honest, this is the one I predicted. This is kind of thing the last few weeks been building up. I think we're hoping for Anthony to maybe return if that was the best. But this is the Manchester United starting 11. David De Gea, Golden Glove winner in the Premier League, keeps his place in goal. Don't think there was any competition there. The back four, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Lindelof and Shaw. And with our injuries, I don't think we are getting any better than that. Casemiro, Fred and Eriksen in midfield. Bruno looks to be on the right, even though we'll get into that. Nathan thinks he should be on the left. Jadon Sancho on the left-hand side. and Marcus Rashford. Start with Nathan. Let's start with you. What do you make of that starting 11?
So it's pretty close to what I wanted anyway, what I expected. I looked at the time we played City last time, and the only thing that I can see with the back four is Malacia was left back and Shaw was left centre back. So I thought he might go back to that.
Yeah.
But obviously he's kept with the team that's been doing well of late. And then we knew we'd get Fred in there because we need some legs to be able to chase down that ball. Because City are going to be seeing a lot of it. So that's that part. And then the fact that I'm seeing Sancho playing and Bruno, which I thought would happen, but I'm conscious to see what happens, which side he plays on, because Sancho has been pretty non-existent on the left, but the minute he swapped over to the right side in the game before last, he started showing things straight away, and then last game he was really good again. So I wouldn't be surprised if Fernandes goes on the left and Sancho starts on the right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, even the start of this season, I think he scored a goal against Leicester. He played against Liverpool early on, and then he kind of dropped out the team. But when he's come back and he seems to be on the left, but like you said, I think he looked better against Chelsea when he got moved over there. Yeah. I think he's looked better in the last game against Fulham. So yeah, it's wait and see on that one. But I think that's the expected team. We're expecting Ronaldo. It's the best midfield we can do at the minute, isn't it? With what we've got.
It's the most suited. It's the one that we. It's the midfield that we had at Old Trafford when we beat him 2-1. Obviously, Fred did a great job on De Bruyne that day. De Bruyne still was effective, but I think there was no way we could have gone into this game with a midfield pivot solely of Eriksen and Casemiro against them. We've just been overrun. We might get overrun anyway, but I think with Fred in there, just for his legs and his endeavour alone, it's going to help. But I just need him to be a little bit tighter on the ball than he usually is, a little bit more secure, because if we lose it, we might not get it back for a while. But Fred had to play today. It gives us the best shot. It's a one-off game. I'm a little bit more optimistic than a lot of United fans are. I think there's a possibility we can pull it off. We've beaten them before.
So it's a derby.
It's a derby day. So
that's what it is. It makes a difference.
A derby equalises it. So nervous. Yes, I'm getting more and more nervous as it got closer to the game now. Got a little bit of butterflies. But if we win, because no one expects us to, the euphoria, because think about it. We win, 2 domestic double, and you stop City winning the treble.
Yeah.
That is
tremendous, isn't it? That would be tremendous. That's a hope.
That is the hope.
He's over there waiting.
Can only hope.
We will get on.
He's wearing the Thomas Calvin Klein. The zeros.
We will get on to Man City very, very shortly and talk about their team and also what they've been doing this season. But first off, need to mention our sponsor for today. It is Manscaped. It is the best in the business of below the waist grooming. You know the biz from now. Go and get involved in it. Use code MATCHDAY20 to get everything. That's the full performance package. The nose trimmer, the ball trimmer, the crop preserver, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you click the link in the description, and also use code MATCHDAY20. Let's talk about Manchester City. Let's not talk about balls. Let's talk about Manchester City. Their team, again, near enough we said the same team that they played against Real Madrid, apart from the goalkeeper switched out, which I think is just kind of, he said it's his cup goalkeeper and he's sticking with that throughout. It's been a big switch, I think. You said there, you were on the derby last time. And did you see this kind of run coming? I think everyone kind of mentioned it in the media that City can go on these runs. But at that point, you were up points to Forest, the Tottenham game. But I think he figured out his team, and then he's just gone on from there. And this is the team he's kind of figured out.
Yeah, and I think as well, we've done these kind of runs before, but we started this run later as well. Like usually it kicks in around sort of New Year, by the time when we up that gear. And it just seemed that things were still... And if you remember back then as well, there was this whole argument going around about Haaland playing in the team, and they couldn't play Haaland and play the way they wanted to. And, people are eating those words now. But, yeah, it's just been incredible. And I think there's a couple of players that don't get the credit. Obviously, a lot of the focus has been on Haaland. But I think 2 key players for me, Rodri has just been immense. I think Rodri...
You talk about Rodri. What are you saying about? I'm sure, are you on Twitter much?
Yeah.
the huge talk and the debate with the Twitter tacticals that are saying that Rodri's not the best DM in the Premier. Not even a Casemiro. People are saying wholeheartedly that Declan Rice.
No, don't.
Is twice the player of Rodri.
It's not even.
That's the.
I just.
What do you think?
To entertain that.
I wouldn't entertain it.
My counsel here to not comment on
You were
that.
saying Declan Rice is better because you know he's been shopped now. West Ham and everything. People are saying that. A lot of people actually think Declan Rice is better than Rodri.
I would say the only thing I'll say on that, I think Rodri's a bit more versatile than Rice. Rodri can play at the back as well. He stepped into centre back a couple of times, and also he's popped up with a couple of not just headed goals and corners, but he's got a shot on him as well. So I'm not saying he's going to ever be an attacking midfielder, but there's an element of that. The other player I want to mention is Akanji, who just came in. Everybody was like, oh, he's going to be a backup player.
Yeah.
And he's been so important to us, and he's literally just walked straight into that side, and he's been immense. So yeah, I'm really. It's just all come together brilliantly, and there's a lot of talk about, is this the best City side that we've ever had? Obviously, with what we've got coming up after this as well, I think a lot of people will put that on. I think it's the most balanced. I think that's the best way to put it in terms of like, one, obviously we've got this, the best striker we've had since Aguero, and also defensively it's been incredible. Like, I think that's always been a weak point. We're still conceding goals, and you still see it, like we'll dominate a game, we'll be beaten on the break. That's the way we play. But overall, we have a backup to the backup as well now. So we've got an incredible selection of defenders that we've got there as well, which has made a massive difference.
Yeah, and I think as well, you look at as well the Madrid game, how good Bernardo Silva was. Again,
he's tremendous.
I think the one thing with City is that a lot of the talk, again, in all the games is how do you stop Haaland? But the problem is you stop Haaland, you leave De Bruyne. And if you stop De Bruyne, you leave Bernardo Silva. And it's a tough one to do. And you're hoping, again, United, I think, got as solid as a team they can set up today, can get in there. But no, City have been. It's been an amazing run. I don't know whether then you winning the league early helps or hinders, because I think that United have felt like they've picked momentum up the last 4 games, where we were kind of going down a little bit. You know, with the result at Brighton, if United had almost won that Brighton game and had 3 games off in the top 4, they'd have been like that. But then you go to City and you go, they've won the league early, they've rested players. Is that help, hindrance? Because there's players for United who I'm glad have played. Casemiro. I think he needed minutes and needed to get rhythm, because I think he's one of those players that plays every week and plays better when he does that. But what do you reckon to City having that break?
You know what? I think it's made us a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
And possibly it's because, we've got to a Champions League final before and we had a lot of attention around that. But I think having that ability, I mean, the way Pep has been in the press conferences, things that he talked about, like when we drew against Brighton, he was like, considering we drank all the alcohol in Manchester, that's pretty, and that's, not what you expect necessarily, but it looks like they're having fun, and I think that's a really important thing. I think, it's not just about one particular player, it's about the team, and also I think what's really important, you get the feeling that at City, a lot of the players know they're not guaranteed the starting lineup, but you don't really hear anybody coming out and complaining about it and whinging about it. So I think it's very much a team effort, and I think there is the worry, obviously, we haven't got the momentum because we had that incredible run coming into it, which you would go, it's steamrolling. But considering there's this game and obviously a very important game next week for us as well, you can completely understand why. I think there is, especially after what happened in the game against Southampton in the League Cup, there are some question marks about Ortega, but he is a very good keeper. So that aside, I think this is the best team we could have put out.
Yep, I agree with that. Guys, get in the comments as well. Get your comments in. We'll be going through some of them. We've got a super chat. Don Juan said, we'll give 10 subs. Again, not sure where on that one. But if my 2 Vegos slips come through. Vegos to score a header, United to win. Haaland and Rashford score over 2.5 cards. 150-1. Vegos has 1 big goal in him. Nah. I'm glad you're confident about Vegos, because I'm certainly not. I'm hoping he doesn't.
I think it's set up for a Vegos winner, extra time.
Yeah. How many goals has he got for United?
1.
Not in the league either.
Yeah,
he's got 2 goals, both in the cup.
He's still got more kids than he's got Premier League goals.
I've never. How many fingers does City have? How many charges?
I've not seen anything like
half as many as the goals Haaland scored this season.
Talk me through them charges.
Let's talk about some Man United players. Let's go through Wan-Bissaka. Let's see The resurgence of him, I think today was, again, I don't think anyone really had Delo starting after the way he's been playing. I think it was always nailed on for Wan-Bissaka to play, considering before the World Cup, and I heard, again, listening to different podcasts, I think, mentioning United's game against Cadiz in that kind of pre-season.
He was not
awful
the best.
in that game
For
Man United in Spain.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, right, Delo's coming back from the World Cup. We need to get rid of him. He's done. There's no chance he was going to have Aaron Wan-Bissaka was going to play a game. And now he's first choice again, it seems, at right back. I think he showed I think one of his best games was that City game against Old Trafford. I think he controlled the ball well. I think they found his position in terms of that inverted full back. I don't think him bombing round and putting crosses in was ever going to be him. What have you made of Wan-Bissaka, Nathan? And then we'll go on to Ronaldo. What have you made of him this season?
You know what? I've always known what he's about. End of the day, when it comes to locking down any attacking player, the only man that I can think of top of the list is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Even when it came to the end of last season when we were not playing so well, I've always known Aaron Wan-Bissaka was that player. But then people, just for some reason, like every United supporter, just didn't want him at the club. Just get rid of him, get rid of Shaw, get rid of everyone. And I was thinking, but he's a great defender, like at defending and doing his job. And the reason why other players are ahead of him is because of their attacking side. And then I was thinking, right, if he can up that attacking side and get some structure in the side, and he has, clear direction where he needs to go, then you've got a player on your hands, and you can teach him to not fall over when he crosses balls, and then that's what he's done. And then what happens is everyone goes, Dalot's better going forward, and I thought the same. I really did. But what I realised when I'm watching them both, and they're both at their best, Dalot looks better, but Wan-Bissaka still produces more assists.
Yeah.
He still gets behind his men.
Yeah.
So in the end, I'm looking at it going, who's the superior defender? Wan-Bissaka. Right, and who's producing more going forward? Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's our main man. So I always said, I remember doing a pod months ago, before he even started again, saying he'll be our player. I think he's still got a chance to come back in this side, and he will prove himself. And he has.
He's one of the ones that I think Ten Hag managed him spot on. Ronaldo, what have you thought of him coming back in the team?
I thought he's shown a lot of improvement. As Nathan said, we already know what it was about. He's great defensively 1v1. I'm not going to be too negative, but when we say he's great defensively, there's a lot of different areas of defending. There was a game where he was a lot better defending his back post from crosses and deliveries. Because usually his 1v1's good, but sometimes he can be a bit positionally, sometimes he can be caught out.
You don't see the man on the back post when the cross comes in. I think it was the Arsenal game where he scored from the back post.
That was a massive issue for him. Because
he
they say he used to be a winger, so I feel like he didn't have them kind of defensive nuances that he might be still learning. But he's shown a lot of improvement. I think he's shown a lot of improvement in terms of his ball progression. I know when people are talking about a full-back and they're mentioning their goals and their assists, obviously a huge part of it as well is their ability to link play and progress the ball up the pitch as well. That was another area he was weak at, and I think he's improved a lot of that in terms of his ball retention. He keeps his ball well. He can look a little bit awkward, but I think he's a little bit more technical than we give him credit for. And I think he's had a little bit of a mini revival under Ten Hag, and I think he's one of them players where you get rid of him, you may regret it. In some ways, he might be a bit of our Kyle Walker when when you're playing against an opposition where they've got a winger you need to shut down. City will play Walker instead, don't they? And then we play Wan-Bissaka.
Do you think that's because of Ten Hag's coaching, or just because of the change in the management and the setup and the way they're playing?
Could be a combination. It could be just purely being a little bit more confident. I talk all the time, Nathan, about the difference being confident makes when you play. So I think if you just get a little bit of momentum and confidence, I think you can actually show. But I think when you're playing for someone like United and you're getting scrutinised week in, week out, and then you're feeling the pressure a little bit, shirt gets a little bit heavy, got to put it over your shoulder. You know what I mean? So sometimes it can be you can buckle a bit.
It's all that history weighing you down.
All that history.
Talk about Wan-Bissaka. If you've not checked out already, don't watch it during this. Stay with us. But after the game, we did speak to Wan-Bissaka this week, so go and check that out on the channel. Looking at a few more of United's players, let's talk about one of the other main sign, probably in my opinion, Casemiro. What a player. I mean, we talked about Rodri then, how good he is. I think the only one probably in world football you go, I can put against him. I'd say Casemiro is up there with that.
And again, what was really interesting, when that deal went through, so much of the press was like, what are you doing? What are you spending? That's a lot of money to spend on a guy that age at the end of his career. If Madrid don't want him, why are you buying him? All this kind of stuff. And I mean, the only the only downside to his game is he had 2 red cards this season. He can be a bit feisty, but that's part of his game, and that's where he goes. And when you look at, and you'll know better than I will, but your performance with him in the team compared to when he's not there, it's night and day.
Yeah, I think it's everything. I think it's defensively. I think it's going forward. I think everything he does. He's popped up with goals, and in big games. Scored in the cup final. I think he's very good at scoring against Chelsea the other week. He does that, controls the game. He's that one you can just give the ball to as well. I think especially today. I think Lisandro Martinez defensively is obviously a massive miss.
Yeah.
I think the one thing is Martinez take the ball. You need Casemiro when he's not, especially when he's not there, because you need someone who just go, you look after the ball and keep for us. And he's calm on it, and he does all the dirty bits. He does everything that you want in a midfielder. You're right. The question is he a bit too old? And I think the only worry with it is he's not one for the future. He's not one for 5 years' time. We're going to need to look to replace him, if not this summer, the summer after, or at least have his back up there in the next couple of years. But again, then, you can't knock it. He's what a player.
Yeah, until then, you just keep him in the side, isn't it? He's doing his job. And then, like you say, that's what Real Madrid have done. They've got in the players that they want to replace him in the future. And then they thought, right, let's sell him just before he loses it, if you get what I mean. And that's what Man United did with loads of players. We thought, what's Yapstam doing going? And what's this Beckham ended up going a bit too early? Lots of players go a little bit early. Real Madrid, I think he left 1 year early or 2 years early. Yeah, and and we're getting the benefits of them 2 years. I actually thought at the time, why are we getting him? He's quite old. But then now you start seeing what he's about.
Yeah, but I think there's something about, with the exception of maybe Declan Rice, who we mentioned earlier, I think, a slightly older defensive midfielder. There's so much experience and knowledge, and that's a really key position for that. You don't need to be as quick. I even remember when Didi Hamann came to City, he was slow as, but he would always seem to be that, and it's just because his positioning was so good, and that makes a massive difference.
I just don't think no one else
wants to mention a couple of historical players for City.
I don't think there's anyone out there really. I think we mentioned Rice there. And
he's the only one that's like, how many players are really specialists in CDM that can take you to the next level to compete with the big boys?
I mean, you've got the probably 4 in the Premier League. You've got, there's Rodri who spoke about. Casemiro's obviously up there. Partey for Arsenal, but I think he's had a massive drop off towards the end of the season.
And
Rice maybe. I just think that I still see him. I think he's played more than 2. I think it's different playing for West Ham than it is for a Man United on your own. I think it's one of them. If you threw Declan Rice in there with Mason Mount that we've signed in, and Bruno Fernandes, I think he'd struggle. I don't think he does that on his own. But I think he's a quality player. But I don't think there's too many that you go, right, you can put him there and you can rely on him. I think Liverpool did that with Fabinho, but you've seen the drop-off of him the last 12 months. But there's not too many other players around that you can just go out and sign that player.
You just got to look at it. Before Casemiro, it was Carrick. Yeah. That's how long it was since we replaced him.
Yeah. We said no one else. No one else. We had Nemanja for a little bit, but I didn't when he was past it. But
he did okay for like half the season, 3/4 of that season, and then that was it.
We've not had literally since Carrick, we've not had a proper DM.
Yeah, that can really boss a game, like proper boss a game.
Same up front, It's Van Persie.
No Van P, no proper striker. Like proper striker.
The striker one's strange, though. The striker one is
Weghorst.
Is strange, Weghorst. But I think there's been a lot of moving around for young players are going to come through, and then they've not and done all this. And I think that
But you've always had great players that have come through from the academy and 16, 17 come on and then they just seem to disappear.
Makeda.
Yeah, Frederick Makeda.
That was just a goal, though, isn't it?
Just one goal.
It's a great goal, great techers, but after that, I don't remember him doing anything.
But then
there is one.
You would try Danny Welbeck. Do you know what? I don't want to disrespect Danny Welbeck. Have you seen the past 6 months? What I've seen from Danny Welbeck, he could have started for us all season.
Yeah, of course. But then here's the player that came through that actually did do well for a spell rather than just one game. And Januzaj, he came through and he was doing bits for us when I think the following season after Alex Ferguson left. He was like, I was looking at him as my main player. I was like, we ain't got no players there for Adnan, he's doing bits.
What was I listening to the other day? And Januzaj, they said about Januzaj, I can't remember who it was.
He had some ability.
No one liked him.
One
of the players.
No one liked him. Really? What?
Big head. That's why he just went. They went, you aren't that good.
Yeah.
And it's just like he was a great, like you said, technical ability was unbelievable. but there was no one like
We forget that sometimes, don't we?
Fair, there's human beings.
Yeah.
Again, that's
If you don't fit and you like that, you're that kind of guy, you got to get out of the side because it just ruins the spirit of the club.
Yeah.
And even though, yes, I mean, don't matter how good you are, see you later.
I think that's been the big thing United, and I think with, we've lost. You think of the centre forwards we've lost in the past 18 months. You've lost Ronaldo, you've lost Cavani, the Mason Greenwood situation. But I think now that even though we've not got that centre forward, everyone seems a bit happier. Everyone seems to get on and seems to work harder, which is a better scenario than having someone that upsets. It might be a bit better. Ronaldo probably would have scored some goals in the second half of the season. He guaranteed would have scored more goals than Weghorst has.
I think he would have ruined the squad, though.
Exactly.
I think that's what it is.
And there has to be that thing. No one player bigger than the team, but also when you have. And I remember going back to historical players when we sold Sean Wright-Phillips. That first game we were down at Spurs, and that first game we played without him, we only got a draw. But I saw us play like a team, whereas up to that point, for about 18 months, the whole entire tactics was give the ball to Sean. And suddenly, we had to go and find something else. And I think when you have that, there's more belief in a team and it's stronger. And I think, we still have amazing players. I'm still gifted with them in the Premier League. But I think team spirit's so important.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what, I think Pep's got that right, as well as having very good players. Couple of people in the chat asking this question. It looks like it says Garnacho's not on the bench according to certain things. He is on the bench. Don't worry. He is on the bench. From everything that's been said, Garnacho is on the bench, and I think he's the one that's going to come on and change things. The other bit of news, again, this is floating around Twitter, is Jurrien Timber has been spotted on Wembley Way having a walk down to watch the FA Cup final. So, is there something transfers there? Is there anything in that, or has he just come to support his old boss in Eric Ten Hag?
Probably that, but I reckon it's a lookalike.
Yeah,
you think it's a lookalike? No, I think there's.
Kyle Walker's still the fastest Premier League player.
There's a lot saying that.
Wow. Yeah.
Kyle Walker, we've got the BBC coverage on. Jay Motti will be hating this, having a United representative as Peter Schmeichel in the studio. Shocking that they've only got Peter Schmeichel.
Roy Keane would
exactly cartwheeling former Man City player.
Roy Keane would hate that.
Roy Keane would hate that. Yeah.
Do you know on the overlap when they said Peter Schmeichel, as in the combined 11, he was just kept a little bit quiet. Still a bit bitter about him.
Yeah, I don't think there's a few that don't quite
it's interesting you made the comparison between Wan-Bissaka and Kyle Walker as well. And interesting because you said he started off as a winger. Kyle Walker played for I think it was the under-16s for England as a striker. And that's how he started out when he was at Sheffield United and went through.
Yeah.
But then the thing was, he was always fast, but he just didn't grow. And he had a growth spurt only when he was 18, by which point everybody overtook him.
Yeah.
And so maybe there's an element of that in both their games, going back to that.
Absolutely. Let's have...
People are still arguing that Garnacho's not on the
There's a few people still arguing about that. There's nothing in anything reliable that says United haven't got Garnacho. He's on the squad list at Manchester United and all the things like that. And then, that's it. There's a few quotes coming in. Let's have a quick look from Ten Hag's been doing.
Stammy boy.
Yes. Been doing some stuff. Ten Hag's been speaking. He said, you have to give every single little bit of last energy to make sure you live with the trophy. And he said, on starting Fred, you will see in the game where Fred starts, which is an interesting one, I think, to be honest. Look,
as a false nine.
Will he be in the hole?
I think further forward. Yeah, I definitely think so. On Rodri, make him get amongst Rodri. Yeah. I think it's one of those.
Why is Stam shaking like that?
I don't know.
Nerves.
It's the final,
He's
isn't it?
nervous.
Yeah. Honestly, right, so obviously you've been in a lot of finals as well. The last few years we have. But this feels more nervous than other finals.
Even it's Man U.
Yeah, but it's the derby element, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. I think it's for both of it is the one stopping the other, and it's the one achieving the other. I think even if you didn't have the game next week, I think things would have been. Yeah. I don't think would have been just as bad. Even with City, I think they'd have been more confident going. Do you know, if it's a double or just the Premier League, I think it's okay. But it's everything about it that's for City, and the same thing for United. You know, United. I heard Andy Mitten before speaking about it. Said it's been a good season for United. Good, no more than that at the minute in terms of Carabao Cup and top four. You cannot, that's what United needed at the start of the season. That's what you wanted. It could be a terrific season for him today. And not just in stopping you. you looked at Liverpool had an open top bus for this last year for winning these two competitions. Winning two cup competitions is something United have never done before in their history. So it's history on that side as well for not a vintage United team.
Even when you won the treble, it wasn't the League Cup and the FA Cup. It was the FA Cup and the Champions League.
FA Cup and Champions League. So we've never won the two at the same time. So it's history in terms of that. And I think as well, you compare it to, there's been a lot of luck of United, how they progressed, and also how City progressed with Guardiola. Guardiola came in and didn't win anything for his first season. If Ten Hag can come in and win 2 trophies as well as get us back to top 4, spent a lot of money, yes, got in some players that maybe are short term, maybe aren't exactly right, but it'd be a great season for Man United if we win today, forgetting what it potentially stops and everything like that.
Still wouldn't be better. Still wouldn't be better than Arsenal fans' season.
I can't even figure out why they're saying what they say. I've had, I don't know how many hours now. I'm still arguing the same point for hours, and then I said, listen,
you can't have like conversations with any like nuance with Arsenal fans.
Here's the thing, though. I said, so if United won the FA Cup, tell me, do we then have a better season? He's like, still saying,
okay.
So then I'm like, you know what? Forget this. I ain't even going to talk no more. If you're not going to say yes for sure, if they win the FA Cup as well, you're definitely ahead. Then there's something wrong.
Arsenal have had a good season. Arsenal played some great football. You can't deny that. But at the end of the day, it's about trophies. That's the first thing. Progression-wise for them, I can understand.
Yeah, they're a better side.
Again,
play better football.
United finished second a few years under Mourinho.
Yeah.
That progressed. If you finish second with no trophies, you have to go better next season for that to be worth it. Because if you just finish second, no one talks about United coming second as a great season.
Do you know what?
So you've done it twice since
2 trophies. Champions League football, they just get Champions League football. There we go.
That's it.
And everyone thinks that progression's linear as well. Arsenal have had a good season. It's not to say that people won't catch him up next season and he might not be as good. But as far as I'm concerned, I think if we win this the trophy today, and we actually have a decent transfer window, you should say what we can do, because I feel like we've been. Do you know what? I think Ten Hag, the squad we've got, I think we've been operating at about 65%, 70% potential anyway.
Is that because of the injuries?
And also because we ain't got a number 9 that scores any goals. Nobody fit. Nobody playing up front.
Yeah,
we had Weghorst all season.
Yeah,
for so many games.
It's one of them. United have scored, not scored that many Premier League. Scored 100 goals this season without number 9.
It's ridiculous.
And again, you mentioned we've got Marcus Rashford in there who scored a lot of goals this season. We need another player in there. You look at where the goals have come from for City. You mentioned it before. Haaland scored a high percentage of your goals.
Yeah,
so of them.
The really interesting thing when you look at this season to last season, it's almost the exact same number of goals we scored as a club, but Haaland's just got 50% of them. That's made the difference. And I think the thing is, we bring Haaland off, and then we bring Alvarez on. Now Alvarez has been a bit part player. He's
17 goals.
17 goals.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and he's only started a handful of games. Yeah, and we almost have that in every position, and I think that's what you're lacking.
Yeah.
One stat you want to look at, though, I want you to maybe have a look at this when you get back, because one thing a manager said to me was, it's not about how many goals you score, it's how many games you score in, because that's how you win games. You scoring more, if you're a striker and you're scoring in, let's say there's 50 games, and you've scored in 40 of them. I'd rather that than you score in 20 of them and score a hat-trick in a game against the bottom of the league.
That was the stat they used for Salah. I think Salah a couple of seasons ago when he got golden boot, he pretty much nearly scored against
everyone.
That's
what you call a proper
games,
consistent
whereas people was talking about Ronaldo's stats when he scored 24 goals for us a couple of seasons ago. But he hoarded a lot of those goals in
a couple games,
individual games, do like braces and hat-tricks.
Berbatov did it one year. He scored 5 against. I think he scored 3 hat-tricks and scored 5 in one game. And it looked like he scored. He didn't really make a difference.
It's like when you get those World Cup games against the minnows and you get 6, closer at the World Cup, getting 6 in one game.
But I just think that it's an odd one with that. But like you said, we need to score in more games. But that's the big thing.
I think
the thing with City is, even if Haaland, you've not stopped scoring goals. That's the big thing we see. There's always something. Whereas United haven't scored goals in a lot of games this season. We've scored whatever it is, but it's weird you say that about the numbers. You look at the Golden Boot goes to the guy who scored the most goals. Why does the Golden Glove go to the team that's the player that has conceded less in most amount of games and not the least amount of goals? Because again, you look at United this season. He's got the Golden Glove. He's conceded 7 against Liverpool, 6 against City, 4 against Newcastle.
To make it percentage,
it's a percent. It doesn't make any sense to me how they do the two opposites. Really.
Yeah, that's a great point. But then you're in danger of going down that line of that Arsenal fan saying, "Well, we were on top of the league for 90% of this season. We should get rid of the point system."
Different point system.
Percentage in 94%.
And then I've seen Liverpool fans this year going, "Oh, because we finished. Wouldn't it be great if there's a playoff system for the Champions League?" No. There is. There's a 38-game season. There is, and you finish fourth if you win as many enough games. It's been a weird season, guys. The kickoff is in 20 minutes' time. I'm going to go through some of your comments. A few of you saying Garnacho is on the bench. He's on the bench. There's pictures of him in the stadium, suit on, blonde hair there. He's on the bench. Don't worry about that. Let's have a look. Yeah, Garnacho not on the bench.
He better not have his suit on. He better be training now.
So, I mean, he could have his suit on and be there, but not on the bench.
He was going on there. Let's have a look what else we've got in here. There's someone saying, I'm glad that Jay and Joe were wrong with their prediction, saying that Weghorst would start. Yeah, I'm right and wrong as well. I think Weghorst, I hope he gets to lift an FA Cup. It'd be funny to see him lifting the FA Cup, to see him win those two this season.
Imagine he got the win. There's two scenarios that are fucking funny today. Weghorst extra time winner, or we win on pens and the winning pen scored by Maguire.
Maguire's got a great pen on him, by the way.
What I mean?
Maguire's
Harry Maguire winning pen in a
and also Weghorst has got form in extra time after the World Cup. That was incredible. Best 5 minutes of the World Cup.
Let's have a look what else. A few people saying Weghorst come on to score the winner. A few people saying Garnacho been put back on the bench. He was never off the bench. I think it was just a glitch on the two apps kind of thing. What else do we have? A few people saying that City going to look at the City bench compared to ours. They've got Phillips, Mahrez, Foden, Alvarez, Ederson, Ake, Laporte.
Wow.
Compared to our bench,
interesting that Phillips is the first name on that bench, and he's only played a couple of games. But when he's come in at the end of the season, he only had his first couple of starts. I think 4 starts. When you compare it how important he was at Leeds, and obviously he's had the injury and he was struggling with that. But he's still got a great pass on him as well. He's still got a great tackle. So
what's the plan with him? Like, are they looking to wait until Rodri gets old and then he's had 4 years waiting? Or
I don't know. I mean, that's a really good question.
He's there for a jolly. He's there for a jolly. Well, it's one of them where Pep's done that a while. I think the first season Rodri was signed, he didn't really play, did he? Yeah. Or was he quite bad when he played?
He's always had minutes of playing.
Yeah, and so he came in Fernandinho's last season. That's a hard act to follow. And as well, Fernandinho in training would always go in hard, and he would go in hard on Rodri. But what a way to be schooled. And I think something you were talking about there about bringing the players through. We've had this thing where. Look at Grealish this season compared to last season. It's almost, and it's a weird thing to take a while to adjust. And maybe that's Pep's system, a player coming in and just taking a little while to adjust to that system and get their head around it.
I need to ask you something on that one actually. Yeah. With Grealish, what's he done different this season than last season?
I think he's relaxed a lot more.
But in his game, what can you see him doing differently? Because I know he's always been good at keeping the ball.
Yeah.
Top passing backwards.
And then passing. But what do you see different than from last season?
So he seems to be enjoying his football more, and I think he's not thinking as much. I think he had too much stuff in his head. I've got to be doing this. I should be doing that. And like me, I can't handle that. Yeah.
So what is he producing differently? So I'm talking about he's got goals and assists. What did he get last year to this year? And what are you seeing it translating on the pitch too?
Well, I tell you, the main thing I've seen with him is his runs back in defence.
Yeah.
That's been incredible. And actually, you go back in the time that Pep's been there, and there was talk in that first season about Aguero and him not getting on with Aguero, and Aguero maybe going to leave. And then we started to see something we'd never seen in Aguero, which is exactly the same thing. Aguero making that run back to make that tackle in defence, which is always a frightening thing when it's a striker making a tackle in the penalty box. But Grealish has been immense. We had it in the Real Madrid game. We've had it. It's just been incredible, and I think he just seems so much more relaxed and so happy. And maybe it's because he's had a season that the focus isn't on him anymore about the 100 million price tag or whatever. He's more integral. But they stuck with him. Pep stuck with him that first season. And I don't know at which point, maybe it was the World Cup, maybe getting a goal at the World Cup has helped as well. But honestly, it looked like a completely different player, at least since January, to what he did when he came in last season.
I think as well, City have got it right and I think maybe it's the media a little bit, but I don't think the pressure, Haaland is a different story, but I don't think ever the pressure is on, I don't think the pressure builds up on the signings as much as it does at United. I think, you looked at the way people have talked about Phillips this season and go, oh, he's not been fit and he's done this and all these kind of things.
He'll come back
and things like this and done all these different things. He's played, like you said, barely any minutes. Whereas you look at a player like Anthony for United, who I think has kicked on the last few games, especially after the World Cup. I think we look a better team with him in it and everything like that. Maybe not got the numbers, but still people are saying he's not the best player. But I think that because you've got other players in those positions, when Anthony's out of the team, we're playing Bruno Fernandes there, who shouldn't be playing there, or we've got a young kid playing in there. Whereas Phillips hasn't played all season. It's still Gundogan, Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne in midfield, so it doesn't matter.
Do you think that's an element of the fact that we've been on top for the last few seasons, so everybody's obviously there's pressures to stay on top, but a bit more relaxed. Whereas there's a lot of questions why have we not done that? And I think a lot of players at United get a bad rap. Like Maguire's had a lot of it, And is that just because he's not suddenly become a terrible player, but is it just because he's been involved in games? Everybody makes mistakes. And then so much focus goes on him, so much pressure, and then that snowballs because of the size of the club.
I think respectfully, he's just shy.
I think honestly, do you know what I mean?
I'm trying to think of a better way to say it.
I mean,
he is a terrible player.
I'm not coming to your house and slagging off you.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I think
he's a bottom 10 Premier League. He's like,
but I think we're also every signing United make is meant to be the hero. I think Maguire again, and I think that we did the wrong thing, Maguire making him captain as well. That made things 10 times worse. But every time,
need to play at Lindelof levels, and we'll be all right with you. So he can't do that. He's not good enough to play at Lindelof levels.
No. Is that because you've changed so many managers, or because whoever's making these decisions to buy the players behind?
I think you look at who we sign and how we sign them. I think we look at we wait till the last minute and sign the two players we did this summer, and it's almost a saviour thing of Casemiro and Anthony being, we've not got a forward, so we have to get a right wing and we have to get Anthony. We've not got a midfielder, we have to get Casemiro. And Casemiro has done everything at Madrid and has gone, okay, I can be the superhero and come in and do this. Anthony's not given that, he's a 22-year-old kid. He's not the best, he's going to come in and take his time. Like Grealish, Grealish is taking his time. We sign players and expected to do this straight away. I think United, the way they sign players, the big, the way that it builds up to these signs as well, even by doing it late in the window, makes them more pressure on it. Whereas you get the things done, it's like, well, yeah, he's the one that the manager wants. You look at Mount now. Mount's not being signed. We're not looking at Mount coming in as the hero. If he got signed properly, if we do it properly, get it done early, Mount's coming in as another piece of the puzzle that's going to improve the team next year. Instead of being, we need a midfield. We've not got a midfield. We're going into it with an ageing Christian Eriksen. That's their only decent midfielder apart from Casemiro. We have to get a midfielder, and it ends up with all this pressure coming on him. Same thing when Maguire came in. We signed Maguire for 80 million because we had nobody else. We didn't trust Lindelof to do it on his own without someone next to him. With Eric Bailly, who was made out of plasticine and is injured every 5 minutes, and then you've got Phil Jones and Chris Smalling, who again aren't good enough. And I think you assigned Harry Maguire as the saviour, which he wasn't. What he was at that time the best out of the top 6 centre back, and should have come in. He would have gone to City and done all right and just kind of fit in and done a job. But instead, we waited, signed him for 80 million quid, and he's the captain, he's the saviour, he's the best centre back in the world. It's not what you should be signed for. You need to sign him in a better way and fit a system instead.
I think lots of people, when one person says something, and sometimes it catches on, and everyone just says it just to say it. But for me, when he came in, I remember clearly when he came into United, and I was like, why are we spending that much on him for? He's not better than what we got. I was saying he's not better than Smalling. He's not better than Jones. He's not better than Bailly. He's not better than any of them. Worst case scenario, he's the same. So why are we bringing him in? And that's what I thought. And then he had a good season the first season. I got to give him that. He did okay. And I thought, okay, he may be going to score some goals from headers and stuff. He looks a big unit. He can get his head on some goal. Didn't really do that. Every time he headed it was soft, and I was like, okay. And then the following season, when we tried to push for it, instead of being that counter-attacking side, then you see everything that I was thinking from day one. He's just getting beat by anybody and everybody. And I was just sitting there going, he's not good enough.
But again, you look at how City have signed centre-backs in the past few years. You've got Laporte on the bench for 75 million, no one mentions him. He's a great... Laporte's a better player than Harry Maguire, I'm not comparing but at the same time, he's signed there, and he's just...
And he was almost like an emergency signing as well. We brought him in mid-season. I think it was because Company was picking up so many injuries. We needed that cover. And he came, and he's been brilliant. But again, we've got such competition now. He's dropped out, and actually, you know, we've got Ake we brought in for about 50 million as well. Akanji wasn't that much. You know, we've signed really well, and that's something City have done well
like
for the last 5 or 6
Mark
seasons.
II, isn't he?
Yeah,
Really?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Guys, we're going to get into a super chat quickly. Nicholas Walker said, as a Spurs fan, I want to be known as the last team to beat this City side. Take what we can get.
Still,
I'm hoping that's
Did
not
you
the
see that
case.
interview with
That
Pep?
has got to be the most
Spurs attitude.
That's got to be the most Spurs comment. What the fuck?
Did you see the Pep comment? Somebody said to Pep,
That's
like,
some
you know,
Spurs, what about
you know, if you win the Champions League now, you'll have
What do you
done
wanna
everything.
do?
And
Yeah.
he says, well, there's still one thing I haven't done. I haven't won at the new White Hart Lane.
Or was it score?
It's not even scored.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every time we beat them was when they were playing at Wembley. Yeah.
Absolute chaos. Right, I'll get into some of your comments in a bit, but get your score predictions in. We've got 10 minutes until kick-off. Also, as we've mentioned before, today is sponsored by Manscaped. Make sure you are checking them out. They are the best in the below-the-waist grooming. They're the best tools for spring cleaning in your pants. Trust me, constantly blooming like the flowers. Look your best this spring and join the 8 million men who trust Manscaped. Use code MATCHDAY20 for 20% off and free shipping. That includes the Performance Package 4.0, the Lawn Mower, the Weed Whacker, that's the nose and ear hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver tone, Performance Boxer briefs and travel bag, and all that good stuff. There's loads of things on their website for you to check out, so make sure you are doing that. It's a waterproof trimmer both for your nose and ears and for everywhere else, so make sure you are getting that. Like I've said, save 20% off and get free shipping by using the code MATCHDAY20 at manscaped.com. 20% off, free shipping, manscaped.com, matchday20. Your balls will thank you. Guys, score predictions, let's go. We'll leave the City fan to last.
All right.
Start with Ronaldo Brown. What do you reckon score is going to be today? And who's going to score?
Let me just game's about to kick off. Let's get this top.
Obviously, we're United fans, so you don't have to actually put it on. I'm hopeful. This is a very hopeful prediction. 2-1 after extra time.
2-1 after extra time.
What's funny
Nathan.
I've said, look, my heart says I want United to win, and if we're gonna win, it's gonna be a 2-1. I don't want to say anything else. I'm not gonna say anything else because I'm here to win. I'm here to have positive energy, and I'm here to say, I hope we get the victory.
What do you reckon?
I think it's going to be either really tight and go to extra time, or it's going to be all City.
Yeah.
And with that, I can see we've got this far in the FA Cup, which is nuts. Ethan was reading that stat before. City haven't conceded a goal in this FA Cup run. If we win this without conceding,
Oh my God.
it's like only the third team to ever done it. Nobody's done it in the last 2 centuries, which is nuts. But I think United will get a goal today. Just I've got that feeling. But I think it's 3-1 to City or United nicking it in extra time.
And I want to tell you, my son, what he said.
Go on.
He said you could see him in the kitchen this morning before I left. He was like, "What do you think the score's going to be, Dad?" I said 2-1. He goes, "Man City are going to beat us, Dad. They're going to beat us 6-2."
How old's your son?
He's 17.
He's a wise man.
He's a madman. I said, "What's wrong with you?" Because they could batter us. It could happen. It wouldn't be out of the question that they go and do that to us. But we just got to look at it and say it is a derby.
Yeah.
Hopefully, these guys won't be thinking the same because you know what it's like. You're expected to win. Now it's a derby. It's a neutral ground. And if we can get the first goal and shake them up a bit, then we could got something to hang on to. We can't go down 1-0 though.
Yeah.
We can't.
That's why I
just
wondered.
can't.
I thought he might play Foden just because of the derby element and that little extra sort of like Rashford's going to have coming into that more than any other player.
Yeah.
And that you'll see something there.
I'm gonna go 2-1 United. I'm agreeing with you. I think it's this, but I think it's everyone's on the same prediction. It's either City fans that think there's Cameron Waters on TV, extra used to work for Paddock just in the background.
Yeah.
But
he's got United fan.
He's a United fan now. Absolutely, definitely United fan. I'm going 2-1. I think everyone's saying it. I think every City fan that thinks it's going to win thinks it could be comfortable. But every United fan says the only way to win is it being a tight game. And I think, look, I'm hoping it's going to be a close game. I'm hoping it's going to be a good game. I think I'm going 2-1.
So obviously I'm a bit of an outlier here,
Oh,
and
no.
a bit nervous what's going to happen. But can I say before, like we've all been getting on very well here, right? Before we go to the game and emotions run high and passion, I made cookies for everyone. So they're vegan, right? So, and I've made these myself. They're not poisoned.
They're poisoned, definitely.
They're poisoned. Well, I'm getting one of them.
Yeah.
I watch it.
Chocolate chip cookies.
After the game
Yeah. So you can try
Taking
and
the
eat.
vegan offering
like-
now.
When I hear vegan, sometimes it scares me. But
Come on,
I appreciate the effort going into this.
Well, just this is a gesture here. This is like the equivalent of exchanging pennants.
I'll have
at the start of a
one.
game.
I'll have one. Thank
So
you.
try them out.
I'll have
So-
one. There we go.
Sorry for eating on stream, everyone, but it is 5 minutes
We
ago.
need
The
some
players,
mukbang.
the players are coming out of the tunnel. You see they're lining up. Ortega in goal.
I was going to say you eating first.
Ortega in goal is probably the only change for Man City from what is their strongest 11. United have probably got the strongest 11 they've got available with all their injuries, but they are coming out at Wembley. It is a crazy day that it's got to this with both teams there. I think it's, like you said before, it's more nervy than before. I think even in the league game, you kind of go, do you know what, it's only 3 points. At the end of the day, it's only 3 points. You know, United have been beat by City this year. You know, City, they both have, and at the end of it, you kind of go, okay, we move on to next week. United did that well. City obviously did that very well. There's no moving on from this one. This is it.
And also, I think because this is the first time we've ever met in a final. This is the biggest bragging rights ever.
Yeah.
And suddenly, like, I know there's the whole thing about, like, you know, we haven't got the history, we haven't got the fans, all that. None of that matters today. I think this is all about this. You haven't got a striker. So.
True.
It looks.
What do you mean we've got Weghorst?
Packed out there today. It's been a bit of chaos getting down there by the sounds of things, with everyone having to get coaches with no trains and all that. But packed out, both ends packed out. It's gonna be Sunday out there.
It's gonna be hot as well.
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hot. Do you see that clip of Roy Keane with Gary Neville? And Gary Neville said it's gonna be hot out there, and he goes, "What are you, the weatherman now? What are you talking about? How do you know?" But yeah, it's hot in London. It's going to be
about 23, 24 degrees probably.
Yeah, probably a bit more on the pitch.
It's always
as well.
a little bit more.
Yeah, I was going to say,
down
because you'll have
south,
experience that when you're on the pitch though in the stadium, is it hotter on the pitch? They say that sometimes.
Yeah, obviously if there's no aircon hanging around,
Right.
but yeah, it usually is pretty hot because the sun's beaming down on you as well, and it's kind of like directed right.
Ain't ideal weather
into
though
a
for
certain
football.
area.
I don't think.
I love hot weather, man. I know it's not ideal because I remember when watching United in the FA Cup final, and they were like, I can't remember who was interviewing, but they was like, I'd rather it be wet, and the pitch is all wet and it's raining, and that's the best weather. I'm like, I hate rain. I don't want no rain. I just love it in the heat. I don't know what it is. I just loved it in the heat. Yeah, you can wear molds. Your pitch is nice and hard.
Bit dry though sometimes.
Yeah. But I just loved it.
The breeze, it's like I feel like you get tired quicker and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I love.
The
Other
humid
players get tired, and I'm just there, just
Then you
running
look
around.
What do you make there? You got Pep Guardiola in a hoodie at FA Cup final. What do you make of that?
He's so cool. That's what it is. He's just too cool.
Ten Hag's not got a tie on. That's even that.
He's like, I've done this before, lads. We've done this before. Who cares?
Top muppet.
That's what he's doing.
You've got to be suit on FA Cup
That's
final
what I
day.
thought, yeah.
No, it can't be a white suit, but you can definitely be a suit on Cup final day.
I did think about wearing a suit to this. You know, like when you get to on Football Manager, when you get to the final. Thought about coming in a suit for this.
So we should have done today. Full suit, whole team.
Yeah.
The City's funeral when the charges come through and the club gets binned.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the singer in full PVC in this weather.
No, yeah.
Who's the singer?
I don't know.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Someone
Oh
find
my
out.
God, that's latex.
Someone finds out.
PVC goals. What's going on there?
Sorry.
People still don't know who it is. Someone find out for me. Just for like Spotify purposes. You know what I mean?
Those gloves look like the sort you get from a very specialist shop.
Well, Ann Summers.
Worse than that.
Yeah.
Let's have
won't stock them. Yeah. They're around the back.
Ronaldo asking for a friend. We've got here in the comments. Absolutely. Let's have a look. We've got a few more of your comments.
All right, here's a question for you.
Go on.
Both of us. Player from the other lineup that you would have in your starting lineup. Just one.
All of them. No, I'm playing Haaland.
Haaland's
Straight into number 9, isn't
the
it?
obvious one.
Throw him in number 9 and we're all set.
Either him, there's a few him or De Bruyne.
But then you need players to be able to supply him as well.
Yeah.
And Sancho, he loves supplying him, doesn't he? So Dortmund.
My not obvious one, but it might be Bernardo Silva. I think he's a quality player. I think he can, because I think he can.
An incredible touch.
I think not just that. I think he can play in on the right, in midfield, absolutely anywhere, and I think he looks good. Whereas I think United have got a few players that, if they're not in the right position, look completely lost.
Have we got anyone that you'd take?
You know what? And it would never happen, but I would like to see Rashford.
Yeah,
honestly.
He's the only one that City fans are saying they're half okay within the combined 11. But I thought Luke Shaw.
I thought Shaw would fit
I thought
in.
Luke Shaw. I think Luke Shaw walks into the City side.
I think Luke Shaw needs.
And I thought Martinez, if he was fit, would.
I think the way that
be good, but the way they play.
The way they play now, with the whole turns into a 3 and they've got like a left back / left centre back kind of area. I think Luke Shaw would be like. He's literally, as a player,
that's what he's
I don't think he could be any more perfect for what Pep would have wanted in that area. Because Luke Shaw is also like, people don't give him enough credit, he's an unbelievable technical player.
Yeah.
I think he might be top 3, top 2 technical players in the team for United.
It's Martinez, him, and
great delivery as well.
And like you got the Ericssons and them boys.
I am, like you said, I'm surprised maybe Luke Shaw didn't go centre back today, just because you've got to have Lindelof at Haaland today. You saw what Rudiger did in the first leg. You've got to have that. You can't give him time today.
I'd rather Shaw on him, because one thing I like Lindelof. I think he's a good player. He's a steady Eddie, a 7. But this is it. When he comes up against a player who's higher than that, like higher than the standard strikers, that's where he can get done, and you can't kill him for it because he's just not able to stop him.
No.
But this is a Haaland. Like Shaw should be able to deal with him. Shaw, imagine Shaw and.
But the problem is Haaland is often a decoy as well. That's the problem. If you focus too much on Haaland,
and I think that's it as well. Because I think if you put Shaw in there, I think Molassi's done a good job this season. I think he's a good squad player. Don't need any more than that. I think he's got to improve a lot.
Yeah, he does. He makes a few mistakes, too many.
I think if you'd have played him today, you've got to put him up against Bernardo Silva. You saw what he did to Camavinga in that second leg. It's a tough one to ask, and I think it's almost Luke Shaw.
But which is the poison you want? Do you want Malacia left back? Do you want Malacia left back, or do you want Lindelof playing? Who, the minute he's isolated, it might be good night. That's the only thing I'm a bit worried about. But look, either way, either player who's playing, you probably get isolated and it's good night anyway. So let's just hope that City have a bad day, miss a couple chances, and we get a goal from a counter-attack, yeah?
You keep hoping.
It's going to need to be a bad day.
This,
a good day, I think,
I'm very excited about this, in a nervous way.
Just about to kick off, guys. Use the timer. We're going to get it set up from here.
Come on.
Use that.
Come on.
We are off. Make sure you like the video as well. United are off. Here we go.
Sorry, I'll be more controlled.
13 seconds. 1-0 to Manchester City.
Almost long ball we played then.
Long ball. United didn't deal with the bounce, and Gundogan's stuck it in the top.
I was going to
corner.
say Gundogan and Grealish to score today, but
wow,
that is what a finish!
Wow.
Ethan, what are you laughing about?
No.
Okay.
Definitely is. Wow, that's.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Don't let it bounce.
I got nothing to say.
The first thing. Don't let it bounce.
Haaland wins the header.
Don't let it bounce.
Lindelof had it straight to him, innit?
There's Lindelof.
Wow.
Listen.
Wow.
End of season, Gundogan needs to be drug tested.
Yeah, he's a cheat. Yeah, he's got.
What has he been on the past couple months? I don't know.
He's got Nangelo all over him.
Consider as well when he was the first player Pep brought in, and he had 2 knee operations as soon as they brought him in. We were like,
he was a sick player from Dortmund.
Yeah, he was. But that was the thing. He had the injuries when we bought him, but he's been incredible.
A few there saying, "Come on, get going."
Flipping heck, boys!
What do you mean, guys?
Wow,
that could honestly not be a worse.
Well, that is
that 37 seconds.
15
seconds it went in.
I've never seen anything like it. Can you score any quicker than that?
It wasn't. They didn't cut us open. Didn't do anything. It's just
That's the annoying
won
part.
a few
It was a bit
headers,
like-
and that's that.
What's the fastest FA Cup goals?
That one.
That could be the fastest FA Cup final goal.
What a finish though.
People saying De Gea just watching. I don't think
Nah,
you
shut
can't
up,
blame
man.
De
Shut
Gea
up.
on
Stop
that
that.
one.
There's more cookies if you need it.
Oh man.
Wow.
No.
Keep it tight, lads. That's the main thing. Wow.
Fucking hell, man.
Can't concede the first goal.
No.
Tight as a prosy.
All right, so having done that though, what do you do now? How do you?
We've got to get a goal back.
Same
now.
team,
We've got
same-
to get the
same
first goal
game
back
plan.
now. Man
Same.
on.
Same game plan. Nothing changes, I don't think.
But mentality in the head though, you're gonna
No,
you had
You're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
chase from day one. Now.
What bothers me is whenever like there's a touch from Sanch and there's like an oncoming semi 50-50.
Nah, it will never win that.
He's so
He'll
tentative
never win
in it.
that.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh no.
Lind-
That's what I'm saying.
gonna
When
be
you
like
get one of
Steve,
these, that's where you get a bit worried.
Yeah.
You can just rag him as much as you want. Come here, lad.
And now City just gonna pass it around.
Yeah, and then we won't even chase you anymore. Then you'll just be killing us.
No, United just kind of dropping into this.
Why is Sancho on the
Mid-block
left as
thing.
well?
He is, man.
What's the
Oh,
chat room
shoot.
saying? Reaction to that?
Wow. There's a lot of wows. A lot saying it's going to be a lot of goals now. But
Yeah,
that's
that's
foul.
that set the game up to be
Yeah.
like the game won't be tight anymore. No,
my
it's
days.
like
Wow, that was.
And that means they're definitely getting more than one. Ah!
and we need Fred to be doing a man marking job on De Bruyne, and De Bruyne just ragdolled him and just ran away from him just
Yeah.
then.
That's.
But that's the thing. Like if you focus on De Bruyne, you focus on Haaland, then you've got Gundogan, you've got Grealish, you've got somebody else who's going to pop up.
So Fred just needs to focus on De Bruyne.
Fucking hell, man. End
Haaland
of
needs
season
to be-
Gundogan cracked.
I mean, it's some. I mean, there's so many things you can say about United not switching on, but it's some finish first minute of the game.
Oh no.
Oh my
hell,
God,
man!
What was it saying about Rodri?
And Rodri popping up. Wow.
Who's picking him up though?
He just comes in late, doesn't he? That's
Yeah,
a
so
great
no.
header.
Bruno
Ericsson
not
was on him,
getting
and then
close
he
to
was gone for miles, and then he had to move
Yeah.
on to the next guy, Bruno.
De Gea's not moving there at all, is he?
He didn't move from the first one.
No.
Yeah, just try and be. We might as well kick the ball from minute one instead of passing it then kicking it.
United
The
offside?
De Gea are weird. How are people blaming De Gea for that?
No, you can't blame De Gea for that goal. You can
I know,
blame De
that's-
Gea
that's
for-
It's the fact that
unsavable.
It's the fact the volley came. You know, like it's a bit of a snapshot.
Yeah.
It's
Guys are
unsavable.
keep 15 seconds in.
It's unsavable.
Ericsson just.
That's
Yeah.
How does he
unsavable.
save?
No,
Come on now.
no,
Come on.
you
That-
can't say that.
You know, there was that whole
You have
thing
to-
when Company scored against Leicester and everyone was like, Vinny, no. In my head, I was like, no,
Yeah.
no.
I didn't think it went in until the net was bowled.
You've got to
I was
stop
like,
the shot. That's the.
And you
That's the
can't.
thing.
It's come so quick.
Second
The
ball.
minute he touched it,
Yeah.
So you can't do nothing about that. It's just too good a touch. The only thing is you don't head it back softly into the middle.
No.
That's the only thing. And you've seen him there. You've got to see him and go, I'm not heading it that way. I'm heading it wide. You're told that as a defender, innit? Don't ever head the ball back into the middle.
John Stones there in the penalty area.
John Stones. He's the fastest ever FA Cup final goal. Wow.
Could be the fastest goal ever in the FA Cup, maybe. Up there, anyway.
Yeah, definitely. And now United look.
Does that give us some history?
Chasing shadows already.
Does that give you some history?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
You know, you're asking about the difference with Grealish.
You can open the doorway of the museum now.
Yeah, you're saying about the difference.
That's
between-
not what you do, Bruno. That's the things that you don't do. That's the things that he gets done for that you get upset
Little
about.
flicks.
That's a stupid flick in an area where you don't flick. Just lose it trying to pass it properly. Don't flick it like that.
All right, if I was Gundogan, I'd be like, yeah, I'm leaving now. Yeah, just that. Yeah, I mean, there's this been debate, but what high to go out on it?
So this fucking showing me City fans celebrating with no teeth.
We gotta be calm. We gotta be
Yeah,
calm.
man.
We'll be all right. We have to just be calm and get
Just
the goal
need to
back.
get
The
a
next
couple
goal is the most important.
Yeah, the
now.
next goal's the most important one.
But I think this is going to make it, well, hopefully a better game to watch anyway, because there's.
Yeah, it's not so
I don't-
tight
Yeah,
and
yeah,
cagey.
yeah.
I just don't think either team changes though. I don't think United can come out and go at them. I don't think City can do anything other than keep the ball.
The difference is we have to shut them down when they get on the ball at the back now and pop it around. We have to win it off them, otherwise they can just keep it forever.
Yeah.
And then
And
the
that's
game's
going to
finished.
tire you out in a hot day
that's
as
what I mean.
well.
We've got to
And
chase
you haven't got
them.
the bench to sort of change it up that much.
Yeah, go on about Grealish. What?
You know, one of the differences with Grealish, we saw it in the Real Madrid game. At one point, you just saw him and he just stopped. He got the ball and just calmed everything down. And that was never in his game before. And he's just that ability to like be calm as well in the middle of it. I think that's made a massive difference to his mentality as well.
We can't just keep giving it back. Yeah. That's the problem.
But I think the one thing possibly in your favour
can't get a foot on the ball, man.
You know, we've seen a lot of games, especially even in derbies as well, where we've dominated, not necessarily taking all the chance. I'm thinking back to the Paul Pogba derby, where he could have been 6-0 up at half time, went in at 2-0,
and won it.
And he was just immense.
Let's see if we can get back in this game. Even if we get like a little spell of keeping the ball, moving it, and getting a chance out of something. You see, like Brighton, if they were playing, they would get chances.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can play football and get chances. That's what I want to see.
We need to start winning.
Yeah, it's just harem scarum right now. It's just all over the place.
Better.
That's better.
Good better.
There we go.
Straight at him.
He's got no chance, has he, against Walker?
Just play on the other side.
I think Sancho's almost just occupy Walker.
And he's going to shoot.
No, what are you doing?
That's a long way to take a shot from.
Yeah.
All right,
especially when it all slowed down. But
still, there's never a chance to even shoot there, was it?
Nice ball.
But some nice little triangles going on there.
Yeah, it's better. It's better, boys. Keeping the ball a bit better. A corner.
Oh,
is he offside?
Soft nudge that, man. So I'm not sure about that pass though. To lofting it back post to Bruno.
Yeah, with nothing on
against.
Listen, I mean, we never put the balls in like with the quality. Like I've seen Arsenal doing it now. I've seen Saka putting them balls right in between everybody, and then when you cut out and you put it round the back, they do it. Even Brighton were doing it. We need to be able to have the ability. I think when Bruno plays out wide, he's able to do it a bit more. When the ball comes back out to Casemiro, we've seen it a few times, but it's like the other teams purposely do it, and they do it all the time, and you get chances. And even if you're not big, you're getting headers, and you're scoring them.
I've seen Liverpool do it for a while now, where they've not got players you'd say have good headers of the ball that score loads of goals from crosses.
Yeah,
and it's just doing it in the right way. But its delivery's not been been good enough. And then I think, like you said,
I'll even ask you, can you still play? Surely. I feel like they're offended by that question.
No, I can still play for about 5 minutes.
Do you reckon you ain't got 11 aside in you anymore?
Nah, I've not got a long time in me anymore. I can play, I can still do everything without playing in a game. Yeah. Like if you say to shoot the ball in the goal, wherever you want, I can continue doing that, left foot, right foot. But
it's going to recruit you.
Any game.
Stretford, Paddock.
So what is it? Is it can't be your fitness. It's not your knees or your ankles. Is that the issue? Is that?
It is actually. I start exerting myself like my brain tells me to. My body can't handle it no more.
Yeah,
so I get injured.
I've had that
away.
since 25.
Oh my days! I am Martial now. That's what I am.
I have that at 24.
So but there is that thing where the more you watch football, the more you play, the more you understand the game, but your body just can't do what you want it to do.
Yeah. It's a killer for me, to be fair. It hurts because I just really want to do the things that I know I can do, and just can't.
Do your kids play?
Yeah, my son plays. He plays at Wivenshaw amateurs at the minute. So
right.
Yeah.
How old?
17.
Okay.
So yeah, they came
decent,
third
man.
This season.
Yeah.
Isn't
North West County's team like that?
Yeah. Norfolk Youth Alliance.
What position is he?
Striker as well. Yeah. Scored nearly. He scored 28 this season. Yeah.
Wow.
So he's done well. In 25.
Is he like in the reserves, or is he like hovering
He's
around?
about. Yeah, he's just was going to get called up for the reserves this year.
He's only 17 though.
Yeah, I know.
That's men's football. That's actually good level as well.
Yeah. Because they had Fylde. They went to the cup final.
I think
Fylde
being 17, and if he was playing in Wivenshaw Amateurs first team,
I'd
put that above
Yeah.
You know when people are these days under 23s football.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, is it?
Yeah.
You can play men's football at the youngest age. That's what happened with me. I was 17 playing first team, semi-pro.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So like Ryman Prem, that was just one below National League. Oh. That's when I got bought by Ian Holloway.
How? It's a red, that.
Is it? But his foot was on the floor.
Oh, for a kanji.
What?
It should be a red card for a kanji, that.
Nah.
He's basically put his foot underneath his foot, innit? And he stepped on his foot. Didn't he step on his foot?
His studs have come down the side of it. Oh! There may be...
Oh, you know what? Casemiro could be gone for that.
Casemiro, bro. Fucking hell.
I don't... Be a harsh red.
Yeah.
I think be harsh.
I don't...
It's not a good tackle, that, though.
No.
Casemiro could go for that. That's not right, man. We don't need you to go in this game. We really don't. The game's over. If you get sent off, it's finished. There's no coming back.
But that's... If he gets away with it, that's his pass for the game, though.
Yeah, that's him done. Yeah, that's him as well. Yeah, any other tackle is it's another card. That could be a red,
City,
you know.
City 115 passes.
Oh yes, no foul.
No VAR, and we've got the foul. That's
Is there no VAR?
Yeah, foul. Free kick to us.
VAR malfunctioned. Yes.
Right.
Free kick to us.
No more cookies for you.
I think we've got away with the free kick there, but I think yellow card probably would have been fair.
So in the end, good tackle.
Yeah, great tackle.
That was dirty, to be fair.
I bet you there's some old boys going, what was wrong with that? That was just...
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Back in my day. You love that one.
Oh dear.
You could rip his leg off.
Pull up.
Dive in. Don't worry.
There we go.
Can't use the spider there.
He engaged. But he engaged too late.
Yeah,
He slowed down. If he went early, he might have been able to do.
You know, you were talking about Wan-Bissaka earlier. Who's the fastest you've got in that position?
I think Wan-Bissaka.
No. Delow's faster than Wan-Bissaka.
I think so.
Is he?
100%. I don't think people realise, but if you watch Delow when he actually moves, when he gets moving, he's fucking rapid.
Yeah, he is quick. Yeah,
and he's powerful as well. I'm pretty sure Delow's quicker. I think Wan-Bissaka looks it because of the strides, but I'd say Delow's faster.
Yeah, and he doesn't really try to run fast either, Wan-Bissaka. He jogs himself to
Has
the play
anyone
position.
ever... Yeah, no, because obviously you talk about his good defensive thing from Wan-Bissaka, but no one can tell me they've ever seen Delow get outpaced.
He got done by Martinelli in that City in the game against Arsenal. That was the only one I remember. And I was like, if that was Wan-Bissaka, he'd get that.
I think there's a lot to be said for how you run as well, because remember Yaya Toure was fast.
God. Yeah,
but he just looked like he was sauntering.
Yeah, and he was a beast as well. Come on, boys. It's like the game's it's like it's speeded up again when we got the ball.
It's frenetic, man.
Yeah.
Why can't we just kind of slow it down in the right areas?
Varane went up against Haaland, and you feel a bit more confident with that he's going to, in the air, challenge him. Go on, Marcus. Go on. Well done.
Come on, that's where Sancho needs to be.
Shot.
Look at 4 closing him down.
Go on, Marcus.
It's all just tight, innit? It's all just too tight. Come on,
That's
1-2.
Nice.
Let's win it back.
Stay high with
There
it.
we go.
Don't pull
Come
out.
on.
None of that.
Don't lose that.
Like a little shit bag. What the hell, man?
Yes.
Is that Bruno?
Tackle flying.
man,
He's worked up today, Bruno.
Get some grit in your Sanch, man.
He needs to go in for them
Some
ones,
grit-
innit? He needs to
grit,
try and at least get his foot somewhere. It's like he gets close and then just stops
Ain't the
completely.
time for pretty boy shit, man. None of that. Not today.
Not 1-0 down, no.
That was the only thing that gave me that thought of, do I play him or do I not? Because of that one little part of his game that I don't really like and nobody should like.
I to be honest, I think if we have everyone fit, I don't think he plays.
And that's why. That's why.
Yeah, absolutely.
My gosh. At least it's not total domination of the ball.
No, it's looked a bit better, but again...
Yeah, they obviously they're 1-0 up, so they don't need to anymore. But still, just see now. Look, they're going to be doing all this nonsense.
Yeah.
Keeping the ball and standing there. And, why?
See, sometimes when you look at the possession statistics and the passing count, I don't think it should count when you're just passing it along the back line like that. In the same way we were saying before, because it should be more like when you're under pressure.
There it is.
What?
From Fred.
The apology.
Classic.
He loves them.
Sorry.
Sorry. I've given it away or volleyed someone.
That's it, his hands up. Come on.
That should be celebration if he scores.
Come on, let's get some. Where are you playing? Are you playing up front, Sanch? Playing left? Where are you playing?
So I think he's dropped a little. Maybe I think Rashford might have been instructed to watch Rodri.
Yeah.
Drop a bit deeper.
Yeah.
You're all right with Diaz on the ball, but...
And you two boys. Seen that run from Haaland.
Oh, wow.
Oh my days.
Can't be doing that.
See that run from Haaland.
Paul Gascoigne's watching that going, if only I was that tall.
What a pass, though. My God.
Was he offside?
Just don't.
Hey, just get it out.
You can't be letting him go in behind you there.
Just get it out. When we kick it long, can we do it to where? Can he kick it to where like there's actually someone can compete?
Yeah,
for
or
it?
just an empty space.
Yeah, not straight to like Akanji's head.
Is he in? Is he in?
Go on.
Oh, he's not in.
No chance.
That's Walker though, isn't it?
Zero
Yeah.
chance,
That's
though,
Walker,
against
isn't it?
Walker.
Go on.
Come on.
Setting the trap, boys.
Ethan's doing my head in, you know.
I know. I keep thinking that something's gonna happen.
He's taking a piss out of this point. He's violating, man. Yeah, you are.
Oh, United, come on.
Let's have a look at some of the comments on there. A few people saying can't believe it wasn't a red card for Casemiro.
I can't.
It wasn't a booking or anything.
Got away with that.
It must have been a VAR.
Free kick to us as well. That was mad. We know that's been screenshotted and put everywhere on Twitter now. You know.
I know, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sancho there, you've got to press the keeper. It's not. I mean, Ederson you can kind of get. He's the best.
Oh,
in the world
yeah,
now. I don't think Ortega's a bad keeper.
Yeah. But he's got him.
But you've got to either play in the FA Cup final, give him something.
No. All right. Okay. I'm usually sometimes a bit of a defender, but De Gea's kicking at
What
this
did he do?
first 20 minutes pissed me off. Do you know what I mean?
You compare it to Ortega's kick.
No, because he's
first
either kicked it straight to the head of one of the centre halves, wide areas, or he kicked it out.
And Ortega's first time he had it.
Clip it into. If you're gonna clip it, at least clip it into an
That's
area
why
where
he's
we've got
just
bodies to challenge and get on the. Do you know what I mean?
That's why Ortega's there, because he knows how to pass the ball.
It's been all season though, if not longer, for De Gea.
Look at him. Look, he's like, you know, like the way they even just manipulate the ball.
Yeah.
De Gea looks like Sideshow Bob with the ball at his feet. It's like, it just looks like you don't want him on the ball. You know
he's
what
just
I mean?
like just like the ball's coming to him slowly. He's thinking, I must kill Bart Simpson. That's why he messes up.
Oh man, come on, United.
Ericsson, Fred thinks he's got a lot of time.
No, there's no time today. Bruno's going to get booked.
Bruno does look amped.
Bruno's going to kick someone.
Yeah.
Is he the captain today, Bruno?
Yeah.
But then sometimes you need that for your captain to really sort of light a fire.
Yeah, Bruno can go either way with it. It's either a good aggression that he shows and it's great, but when he's having a bad game, it's where he starts shooting from all over the place and it does get a bit toys out the pram.
If this continues, until half time, who do you see coming on for Garnacho?
Look at that, Holding.
Probably Ericsson.
I would have thought so. I would have gone with that. I'm not taking off my attacking players today. Ever.
No.
At any point am I taking off any of them boys.
You can't afford to.
I don't care how quiet they are, they're not coming off.
Yeah, I do think, look, Ericsson I think has been a good sign for United, but I think there's going to be a point he can't play against the better teams. I think.
Well, that's where Mount comes in, isn't it, for next year?
Absolutely.
He comes in as an 8.
Yeah.
And then he'll be all right.
I think we've not got anyone with the quality like he's got in there, but you've seen so many times he just gets overrun in midfield, and I think the Brighton FA Cup, the semi-final.
Yeah, I know. It
awful.
Was
he just got
him and Casemiro, wasn't it?
But at the same time, you take him out there, and you've got Fred, who's just not got the same quality as him, and McTominay's not got the same quality as him. So it's that balancing out with it all.
Picking your poison, innit? That's
exactly. And I think
today
you've got Fred in there, that's Fred and Ericsson, but then you're losing Bruno. I think he does a good job out there, but he's nowhere near as good as he is off the. Let's give Haaland loads of time on the ball.
So what's?
No.
Too much time.
So what's Ten Hag like in this kind of situation?
Man, getting ragdolled by Haaland.
Pep tends to leave things as they are. He tends to leave things, not make any changes. But is Ten Hag likely to roll the dice at half time, do a double substitution?
He would. I think if he had the players, he would do. But what's the roll of the dice? Garnacho maybe, but he's only effective if he can keep the ball.
Unless positionally,
he's even worse out of possession than maybe Sancho is. And there's not much else. Vegos I don't think makes us better. Maybe chase them down a bit more, but I think definitely makes us worse.
It's just Garnacho.
It's
I think he's the only one attacking. If we can get on the ball and get in behind, that's the only way we can get something done here.
Bring McTominay onto.
Do you need to change your line, your position then for that?
No, just move over thingy and move
Bruno
Sancho to the right and put Garnacho on the left, put Bruno back in the middle, and then you're set. Ericsson's off. Now you got pace on the left, pace up the middle, and Sancho in his preferred position.
I wouldn't mind. I feel like Garnacho coming on the left is going to be big.
Yeah, but it can't. Yeah, but it's one of those. I don't think he trusts him yet.
Yeah, you can't start him over Eriksen in the final. It's not fair.
Not over Eriksen.
But then I think he'll come off for him.
Need to stay in the game. That's the thing now.
At the end of the day, it's still 1-0. Always got a chance.
Yeah, I think the last derby was pretty much we went ahead and then.
Yeah, you've always got a chance at 1-0. There's a lot of people saying just keep the ball.
Look at him. Look at him turning and faking it. Oh.
Look at that as a delivery. That's amazing.
Then dinks it into.
And he's the second choice.
What a joke. He's just dinked the ball. He's just dropped his shoulder and gone the other way and then found De Bruyne on the halfway line. Come on, United. Let's go. Slot him down the side. It's a bit hard, isn't it?
A bit hard, though.
No? Oh, damn.
He'll get there. He will get there.
Hey!
Guys, corner.
Corner.
What are you doing?
Corner, we'll have that.
Give us the fucking ball. Wait, go kick. He stood on the ball.
I'm just gonna eat my cookies.
Yeah.
Just cookie crumbles.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, yeah. Oh no.
If anybody wants a recipe, by the way, I'll get Ethan to put it on.
Yeah.
Let me just bring this down here till we get another goal back.
Man City, sponsored by Thomas Crooks.
Interesting fact as well, like when you look back at City sponsors over the years, before the Etihad, the last two sponsors they had, both have gone out of business completely. So it doesn't bode well for the Etihad.
Let's see if these league titles count soon. They should do.
Yeah, you can't take away these feelings though. That's the thing.
Someone find
better.
Yeah, here we go. Right, get wide now. Oh, wait a minute, that's Fred. Okay, that's fine. Find someone in there. Yes, 1-2, little 1-2.
Go on.
Right, let's keep that ball.
Casemiro, there we go.
Back post.
Go on.
Oh,
better.
I hate that angle for that.
It's better football. Yeah. It's better football.
You just hold your breath when it goes.
Little flick on.
Does Rashford take it off Bruno, or is it just neither?
No, you just got a little flick on so you can get someone else running in on it, hopefully. But
Bruno
not enough.
But look, it's better football.
Yeah, at least we're trying. We're looking like we can create something.
We've got some space.
You look settled now.
Yeah.
As opposed to rattled.
Yeah. 24 minutes gone already.
Time flies when you're not having fun. That's what I mean. I don't know, man. This is De Gea's down. Fuck me. Don't fancy it.
Let's get Thingy on.
Big Jack Butland.
Yeah. Surely he's better with his feet than
I'm not sure, you know.
No?
Wow.
Typical Brexit keeper.
De Gea, please be fit.
Like he's not got the European flair.
Oh, right.
From kickoff.
Look, this is look at this for a pass.
Look at that. Perfection.
But then it's Lindelof just not
enough.
Not enough on it, Lindelof.
People are saying De Gea should say that, you know. That's mad.
No chance.
No.
Even when he connects with that, it looks like he's put too much on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was high as well. I thought this was going to go wide, and then I'm like, it's a good height, and it's coming down well, but I think it's wide. Oh no, it's not wide.
Super chat here saying looks like we're trying long balls down on the right hand side, switch Wan-Bissaka for flow at half time. Look, I don't think that's a big change. I wouldn't see that making at half time, to be honest. I'd see Wan-Bissaka playing United, but we need to get something. We need to get some rhythm into it, which you saw there with United, so hopefully more to come.
Trying to figure out what we're trying to do to City, you know, like when we watched them against them in the last game, you could see what they were doing. They're doing it like mid-block.
I heard they got a lizard next to Fergie.
Yeah, I know. The lizard. What? He does look like a lizard as well.
He looks disgusting.
I can't believe he sat with him.
He looks disgusting.
Yeah,
you
don't look too clean.
You see that thing, 250 grand a flight he's been taking to get over the glaze, and he's doing it 3 times.
Have you ever seen those Komodo dragons?
Yeah. That's what it looks like, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sounds a bit like a David Icke conspiracy there.
I've been a slight believer. I think there was one of them shaking hands with the players before the game started.
Do you reckon he's going to do like a Todd Bowley?
Prince William.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, United, man.
Can't think the royal family are human, surely.
He just got in the tussle with the player who
shit.
always loses a tussle.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for him to win a challenge. I want to see him actually go in for 50-50 and win it. Or even a 60-40 in his favour. I want to see him win it. I'm just waiting for it.
I think that's what you talk about. What's Pep's done. And there's players he's got. A lot of physical players now. You don't. They're all technically very good, but they're all
willing
strong
to put
players.
the work in.
They're all doing that. They're all.
I think Gary Neville said that about City, that people used to think because he played great football that you could have get him in set pieces and physically, but like
look at that.
The
back
team
three,
they
man.
have is strong. Like they've got look at the size of the players they've got: Diaz, Rodri, Akanji, Stones,
And
Walker,
even the shorter ones.
Haaland.
Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish is a strong boy. No, Jack Grealish is a strong, powerful boy as well.
Bernardo's just
the
a
strongest
joke.
little person.
He just.
Oh wow!
He's rat. He's a little rat.
Yeah.
Innit?
Bernardo
Yeah,
looks like you can get him, but you can never get him. That's what's wrong with him.
Yeah.
He looks like he can't beat you,
That's
but
another
he'll
element.
beat you.
That's why another element that they've got now is if they can't beat you in open play, like they've been strong and powerful for where they're a danger from set pieces.
Save?
Yeah.
Guys,
was that a pun?
No, it wasn't. I wish it was that clever. Guys, remember this stream is sponsored by Manscaped. Click the link in the description. Use code MATCHDAY20 for 20% off and free shipping. United on the break. Go on, lads.
Go on.
Marcus up against Diaz and Akanji.
I find it a bit odd that hair clippers are the big sponsor of me in this corner. Feeling slightly nervous.
Oh man.
Good football.
One more.
Problem is when you get to that, you just sort of hanging around the box, passing it around the box and not penetrating.
Footing.
Because we ain't got that part of our game yet.
But it's almost like nobody's making the run, nobody's.
It's
giving
just
that
like
option.
hoping that something comes up.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean.
And City just holding the shape. They're just holding the shape there.
Yeah, it's not going to be difficult. And that's why you need a striker who wants to get in between those defenders and go, yeah, put it in there for me.
Yeah, take
just
the chance.
get it in the right areas and then put it in there for me. That's what I want. But look, there's just nobody in them right areas.
Handball!
Handball! No, that's handball.
Wait!
No, that's handball.
He's asking.
Appeal for
That's
it
handball,
properly.
ref.
Wan-Bissaka, appeal properly.
He's asking.
No, but they're going to see that. Surely.
Wait.
Surely
It's like
the
in
ball going to
VAR
go
though,
to play.
Wow.
I've got to see that again.
Gotta wait till the
Because
ball-
it
That
looked
could be
like
a pen.
handball. I've got to see that again. He's headed that across, and if his hand was
They're
in
not
the way,
looking. They're going to shit it, aren't they? They're going to shit
We
it.
if
can't
it
hear
comes
the
out,
commentary.
if
I
that
don't
ball
know.
goes out,
Going
it's
to
handball.
shit it.
Get the ball out of play and let's see.
If the ball got, I think if it goes on too long, they don't go back as well. Do you know what I mean?
You've got to.
Ref should just stop
Wow.
and look.
That could be.
Blow the whistle now, ref. Blow the whistle.
They won't
They won't
do you know
blow the
what I mean?
whistle for it.
They won't.
Phase of
They
play,
use.
isn't
They
it?
look for any opportunity not to use VAR. Yeah. So because the ball stayed in, they won't do it. If the ball not played, then they'd look. Do you know what I mean?
But it has to be within.
But like
30
if
seconds
they
or
look
so.
now and it looks like.
Hold on.
yes.
There we go.
Hang on.
There we go.
Yes.
Exactly.
Come on.
There we go.
Come on. Come on.
Yes, Jackie boy. That
Let's
was a
get
handball.
this handball, please. Let's get this handball.
Pep, go on. Send
I
Pep
need
off.
to look.
Pep's gone.
I'm looking.
Pep's head's
I've
gone.
been told to look. Let's go.
If he's gone over, that's a pen. There's no chance he doesn't give this.
Can you?
If let me see it
Then?
move.
Can we see it then?
If he heads that and his arms up in the air, it's a penalty.
What the
Simple.
fuck? What is it? Just
Can it play,
is that a
please?
slideshow?
Hey, that's handball.
It's the same as
That would have gone across into the box, and that's handball.
Same as Luke Shaw's against Brighton.
That's handball.
His hands up there.
Martinez
it's
got that. We got to get that.
It's got to be.
That's handball.
Yep. It's
Penalty.
soft,
Nah.
but it's the same as
He's stopping the
Brighton.
ball going. He stopped the ball going
It's
across
above the
pitch.
t-shirt line.
That's handball.
Give that.
Yeah! Come on!
Oh,
Now we got to get the goal.
send him off as well.
Yes, it's handball.
Your hands
And
up
it's
here.
not real. It shouldn't be fair, but it is. That's
Oh, yeah,
today's rules.
Wow.
Game on, gentlemen.
Scroll that shit up.
Let's go. We need the win now.
Don't worry, if the comments are out of the way. Focus on how. Look,
Howard Webb,
I
yeah?
think it's soft, but at the same time, you know,
Yeah,
I've been
it's
done
soft.
by that this season.
Soft.
Yeah.
It's a pen.
It's-
It's quite- no, it's
No,
not soft.
I'm saying the Brighton
not
game.
soft.
Yeah, let's get the
Hey,
pen.
we're
Let's
playing
get the
against.
goal.
Hey, listen, we're playing against the
You
blue
need
clubs
everything.
that corrupt as fuck. So nothing soft against them. Do you know what I mean?
Come on, boys. Come on, Bruno.
I'm not a fan of the bucket hats they're giving out. Can't believe they've done that.
Give me yellow. Oh, you can't give me yellow as
I
well.
don't know about yellow. Well, it's a pen. Yeah.
Ortega's got this.
Nah, he ain't got this.
Yeah.
He ain't got
Tanya.
this. He's got the hop,
Tanya.
skip, finish. That's what he's got.
Like that.
We're back in the game, hopefully.
All I can think of is Jay
we're back
Motti
in the game.
stood in the concourse because he won't watch penalties.
Will he not?
He doesn't watch him, so he turns round.
Oh, bless him.
He won't watch it, he'll be in the concourse, head in hands.
We need to be back in this game.
Come on.
Just like, back to reset 0-0. Let's get it back to reset 0-0. We need it back to reset 0-0. Shirt up, man. I'm going to leave this shirt down there in a minute.
Calm, Bruno.
Here we go.
Leave it down there for now.
Breathe.
Yes! Come on!
Cool as you like.
That's what we want. Come on! We're back.
It is 1-1, cup final.
You know what? I'm leaving this down there.
Game on.
We've got our goal back with this down there.
Game
down
on.
there.
You need a bit of luck.
Well, don't tell me you've got to take it again.
Don't say he's got to take it again.
I think he stopped him from celebrating. I think that's all they've done. I think he's saying...
Has he threw shit? I think
someone's thrown something, I think.
Oh, someone threw something at a player.
Wow.
City fans showing their class.
Don't put your hands up. You've got to jump with your hands behind your back like a salmon.
I think it's...
What was it saying about Grealish coming back and defending?
Yeah.
Yes! That little tip.
It's so soft, but it's spot on. That's the...
See ya.
Well done. Calm as you like.
Game on.
Game on.
Yeah, you see how his body moves? As soon as his body was leaning that way, there's no chance he can save it to the left. Perfect.
Come on.
Right, now we can get back to what our original...
Over than the first 10 minutes,
strategy.
shaky couple of moments.
We've had a lot of...
It's been an evenish game.
Evenish game, we played all right.
We've had a lot of more possession than I'd have thought. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But now they're probably going to try and pick it up, innit?
Yeah.
Well, that's back to 1-1, innit? So, but at least it's back to draw. Let's go.
They're saying Lindelof got something thrown at him from the crowd.
Come on, United. Come on.
Also, as well, like the security at Wembley's crazy. So
respect, man.
Wembley's.
Come on.
Wembley's not good.
All them under 18s in the crowd for City, man. Being childish.
Go on, Bruno. Go on, Bruno.
Back in the game, boys. Back in the game from a little bit of...
let
What
him.
the hell?
Just a baller, bro.
How the hell did he just dribble through that like it's nothing? And then he didn't win that!
Just
come on, boy.
Four-
Don't mess about.
14.
Not straight away. Again. No,
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, my
Oh, wow.
De Bruyne.
These guys are ridiculous, you know. These guys are
Just like
ridiculous.
Poor tackling, though. There's
Yeah, I
so,
know,
there's
but
so many chances that,
this
I mean,
is
they
what
were
happens,
good,
man.
but...
You know what? I feel it's weird. I always refer back to FIFA, yeah. But
Fucking love it if we beat them.
I play my cousin, yeah, and he's just like City. And when I play him, I shake. I play everyone else, I'm fine. But the minute I play him and I get a goal up and there's a minute left, I know he's gonna score. And I'm like, and I try and keep the ball, and then I concede. No, United better not do that.
I think that's the thing. I think a lot of people saying in that first half, for first United just need to keep the ball. It's not as easy as that.
No, exactly.
Very
That's what
good
I'm trying
team.
to say.
They're strong. They've got everything. Every single player is comfortable on the ball.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as just pass it around them, and it's not as easy as winning headers. You know, you're saying as well. De Gea's kicking. There isn't. Where's the weak spot?
But you still head into your player.
Oh yeah.
You've got to head it towards your striker. Yeah.
Where are you putting that cross?
That's a little bit AC. I feel like I'm in an igloo right now.
Oh, yeah. We are in a
You know what I
basement
mean?
here, but
Come on, boys. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get out, man. Let's get the goal now ahead.
It's funny how, like, just suddenly now you're feeling cruel, whereas I'm sure you're sweating for that first half hour. I mean,
Okay. Hey, might as well give us another cookie.
Yeah, let's have a cookie. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. My days. My drink.
I respect all the young United fans celebrating us when we're shit. Last 10 years.
Come on, boys.
35 minutes gone. 1-1 cup final. It's been cagey, but it's been weird because it's been 1-0 City from kickoff. So
Yeah.
it's been an odd game, so you can't even. It has been cagey, but if you're 1-0 up, it's meant to be. You know, you don't need to do anything.
Not chasing.
But let's see it now. I think
you don't need to chase him now, so we can keep that mid block now and keep everything compact. Whereas before we'd have had to come out, and now we can change back to our original strategy.
Yeah.
Let's see if
well
that
done,
works
Wan-Bissaka.
now. Let's see if it can work.
but what you need is you need to, like, not concede till half time.
That's what I mean.
it's
Yeah.
got to stay.
Because otherwise, that's going to be like, if you concede again now,
Yeah.
it's just like
your nightmare. That's what my guy said.
Mentally as well, it's going to be.
My friend was saying to me, he goes, I wish we score just before half time and on 47. I'm like, you crazy. That's that.
Oh, wait. Ericsson, you got to do something with it. Just duck.
Let's just keep the ball better.
Oh, what a pass that is.
Oh,
so
my
awkward
days.
looking.
All the touches, all the passes. They just seem to get into the holes all the time.
And how does John's the change in John Stones? I mean, I think he's a quality player, but
he's been in my
midfielder now.
He's a player, man.
He's just.
He's serious.
And it usually goes the other way, doesn't it? Somebody will start in midfield and they'll drop back and be a defender as they get older. But
done it the other way around.
Yeah,
you got it.
But because they brought him in, and that was one of the things he said about his touch. But he's a completely different player to when.
But again, I was talking before about how easing him into it. There was no pressure. John Stones didn't need to play in the team for.
No. And that's like, 5-6 years ago he comes in at 50 million, which is a lot.
Good defending there, whoever that was.
Casemiro. He's great at that. Why are you pulling up?
What's I don't...
He was in the dark, he couldn't see.
I know, but come on.
He couldn't see the dark, it was too dark. Like, where am I? I need the sun. Get me back in that
I
line.
want Jadon Sancho to do so well, but...
I think he will do when he goes on the right.
I'm going to dodge the banter, man.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
Boys. It's not allowed them to... No, that's a good ball as well. Take your time. All right, don't take your time.
Away he goes.
What is he on the floor?
Now we've...
Is he on the floor?
Sat back.
Now we're sat back way too
high. Developed. Got to ride this little mini storm that we've done when they reacted to the goal.
And you do look jittery once it's getting into the penalty area.
What a pass. Jesus Christ.
Grealish. Just take him out. He's a spider. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. Go on then. Try. Why are you so open?
Penalty.
It's a great tackle.
You eased him out a bit, but when you slow it down, it might look. When you slow it down, it might look.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
don't blood
I don't like it.
Don't blood whistle. Just don't blood whistle.
You know why? And the only reason why if that ends up being a pen,
oh my days,
he might have eased him out well at the end, but I think
depends on if he's stood on him. If he's done it and stood on his foot or anything like that.
The thing is, Fred can't be flat-footed in that situation in this game.
Yeah.
Do you see De Bruyne was? I know sometimes they say attackers usually are, but De Bruyne was like.
Love that, boys. Yeah.
It was alert.
Come on, Ericsson.
De Bruyne was like alert on their front foot, and then Fred just kind of reacted off his heels, innit?
Come on, boys.
Yeah. Better.
Love this. Let's go now.
Better.
Oh, that's a foul. Okay.
Advantage.
Has he gone with a foul?
We'll have the second one then.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about the pen.
Yeah. Nah, no pen. Let's see it anyway. Let's see if it was a pen, because I couldn't tell. Looked like he eased him and it could have been a foul.
I think someone's got Casemiro back for that early tackle. I don't know how John Stones had that much time.
He's on his heels and he goes.
Yeah, that's not a foul. That's not a foul. He's just put himself in the way. Just about not a foul.
Only just.
Yeah. Because he's got him in the way there. Yeah, he's bodied him.
Neither are in control of the ball or anything like that. It's just you just jostled him.
Yeah. That's not a foul.
But he's running a risk.
None of that, Fred.
Yeah. Any more forward, and that would have been a foul.
Yeah.
If he went in front of him.
Yeah.
So good job. Because that leg would have come out and took his leg out instead. Keeper.
Sure, man. Make yourself an option.
There you. Lindelof was there. It looked like he wasn't there.
You don't do that, Luke Shaw, man. You don't pass to
like that. I like the pass and move.
Do you know what? When fullback can't do that. You can't pass to someone and run past him when they're going.
Oh no! That is just a bad pass into the middle of nowhere. Oh, good. Got time now. All right, that's fine. I like the way we're trying to keep it though.
Yeah, it's not.
We've not been.
We were lumping it long early on. We
not
were just panicking a bit, but
not giving it away after one pass. At least seeing some patterns.
I mean, I know
he's out of trouble.
John Stones, but
can you find someone? Can we find Rashi moving?
There we go. Better.
You need to go in behind now.
Yes, Sancho, get on the right.
I think they've switched him around. You know.
Yeah, you have to. Sancho will be way better.
Go on, Marcus.
Find him on the overlap.
Bruno.
Bang it across anyway. And one more.
Corner.
Go.
Bruno had some space there, you know.
Decent football there. Not bad.
Come on, United. Come on, man. We can do this. We can get a goal ahead, and then they will chase us, and then they're playing into our hands. If we can get the goal in ahead, they'll be playing into our hands.
Guys, make sure you are liking the video if you're as nervous as I am.
But still, it can happen, man.
It's the hope that kills. I came to this stage of Steve like, would you rather you get 3-0 whopping, or it's a close tight game like this 1-1-1 and they score like with 2 minutes? I don't know what you'd.
No, I'd rather that, because at least you've enjoyed the whole game.
Oh
my gosh! Varane!
Didn't even flinch.
You know, man, gave it the stanky leg.
Murder when Varane scores out of the bin.
Oh,
no.
You've got to try and hit the target there.
Now, if that's Gundogan.
Why has he cleared it for?
Centre half in centre. We've actually looked like we could score from a corner though. I think it's the first time this season. You know
what I feel like? Brighton fans against United in the semis, and I feel
We've got
like
a goal
Newcastle fan against us in the final.
So, it was up against it anyway, but we realised we don't even have Marshall or Anthony today.
I know.
Or Sabitzer.
No.
That's a lot.
Or Martinez.
That's more.
Martinez.
And more, yeah.
Or Maguire. Oh, he's on the bench.
Hey!
He's kicked out there.
You better get a yellow card. That's a red card.
There. Go on, Rafa.
That's a red card. Well, if Casemiro got away with it, hopefully he won't get away with it. That's it. No, you got to take him off. Send him off, please. And even then, they'll still be like 11 men.
Ronaldo, you know, he knows exactly what he's doing. He got used out, big boy, and he's 40.
He's kicked him.
It's not a red.
It's a yellow.
It's a yellow. It should have been a yellow.
It's an orange.
Casemiro didn't get one, so I can't see him giving no for that.
Yeah, to be fair, they probably had said it in the earpiece as well. If that's what you didn't give anything for Cassie, you can't give anything for him. Yes, handball, all day handball.
Calm as you like, Bruno Fernandes.
Get on your knees, you.
Yes. Don't worry, Greenish. Don't worry.
It's alright, man. You can party with Michael.
I don't like the hats. I've said this.
Yeah, I hate those hats. Get up, man.
It's a hot day though, man. You need some head protection.
Come on, you right.
It's been a closer game than I think everyone thought.
Yeah,
even with the 1-0, 14 seconds in, whatever it was.
That's the thing though, that you can score too early.
Yeah.
Whereas you think about
scored
even
any earlier.
Yeah, true.
Unless he's just turned and shot from kick-off.
Yeah, you start with a handicap. Yeah, why not? You get the first goal.
As well, to help.
It's very generous
Offside.
of you. There we go.
Half time? Not yet.
Nah, it was offside.
Pep's taking the hoodie off.
Oh
Just like, it means business.
Yeah, no hoodie. He's got his suit in the change room.
Substitution coming up?
No, it's minutes left. Yeah,
minutes left.
I got excited then. I was like, oh.
Nearly half time, nearly getting the added time. Early goal from Gundogan if you missed it, and also a Bruno Fernandes pen. Keeping it at 1-1. There's a few, I think the guys have heard before me, it's going to be 4 minutes of added time.
I was going to say, going to be at least 3. Yeah.
With everything that's gone on.
The VAR decision.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It has been a slow game, it's felt like. It's felt a bit cagey from both teams.
Yeah. It still feels like we've not really got out of first gear.
Yeah, you don't really look like you're in that mode of that Real Madrid mode, that's for sure. And I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
And like I say, it's because it's a fight. It's a derby. It's a final. It's not the same.
But also, I'd say we'll come out at the start. If it stays like this, those first 5 minutes at the start of the second half.
It's a storm to weather, isn't it? It'd probably be in the final of the Champions League as well. I'd like to see if you guys just like walk it like it's nothing, but because it's your first time like getting so close to winning it, are you gonna play similar to this? I think you still win either way.
So do I. I think the only thing with Inter is Italian team, 3 at the back.
Yeah.
They've got some goal scorers in the team. You know, for all the, I don't think they've got anywhere near the quality. Martinez,
they've got some players
and Lukaku.
Yeah.
There's some players that have scored goals there.
Oh, good football.
Go on. Hey! The foul.
Thank you. Hey, leave the ball alone.
There's Rodri.
I need a little bit more from
Rodri will never get booked.
I need a little bit more from Sancho.
Casemiro needs that same energy that Rodri's managed to get himself for the last. And Fernandinho had 13 fouls a game, doesn't get booked. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
But
it's just that streetwise thing.
I think Casemiro did it in Spain, but I think the first few, I think they've now got onto him, and he now just gets booked every tackle he makes, it seems like.
He's still unlucky also to have at least one of them. I think he's a bit unlucky with the one.
Go on, Rashford. Good ball. Go on.
Whip it. It makes him. You don't foul him.
Did it too long.
Play with 10 men, man.
Well done, Casemiro. Go on, Luke Shaw. Put a tackle in.
Love
well
it.
done.
Arbo. Yes. Shaw is a beast, you know.
Yeah.
Absolute beast. And I thought it was even shorter, but he's actually taller than I thought.
Yeah.
When I checked his height and he's 6'2". I thought he was 5'10". Ref. Yes, it's kept on.
Go on.
Well,
it's going to go to them.
Could he not? Hey,
can't he just...
near post bang that?
Yeah.
He could have gone down as well, the way it was.
2 minutes to
Come
go.
on, United.
It's looking like we can do something. We can get some
Kyle
kind of
Walker's
ricochet
more-
out of somewhere.
Kyle Walker was more bothered about trying to buoy man instead of trying to do the...
Wasn't that Akanji?
Nah, it was Walker.
Walker's shifted Fred and then just go, oh, yeah, the ball.
Yeah, he's he did the whole let me try and show you, like...
Can we find someone this time?
The hair with the...
Second
Just
right.
ping long, that's all he's got.
That's a good pass.
Oh.
Yeah, that was coming.
Fred.
Well done. Go on.
Oh,
well done, Marcus. 15 seconds to go.
You're my
exactly
friend.
what you need.
You're my friend, don't you remember?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I wouldn't
England
do
friends.
That. If you push me like that, I don't give a fuck. Just keep play with him for England once or twice a year.
Right.
Out sawtooth
3
for
seconds left in the first half. Hopefully.
No, there's another minute.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
I can't count. Minute to go in the first half. Can it stay at 1-1? City holding
Will
the
it be a
ball.
first minute, last minute goal for City?
Yeah, the good thing is we got a good team for out of possession play.
Oh!
He didn't touch him.
Did he touch anyone there?
Didn't even touch him.
I think he's give it.
He didn't touch the ball or the man.
There we go.
First booking, Wan-Bissaka.
If he didn't get touched, he's taking the mick. Are you taking the
I'm
mick?
not having that.
That's taking the mick.
No VAR and a yellow card.
Oh my days!
Referee, seriously, this is where you got to change something.
Foul.
Here.
Okay, so
Jack Grealish's right foot is very sensitive.
Oh my goodness
Look,
me!
if you're Grealish, you go down. That's not the problem.
Nah,
the problem is the referee's
that's
not
just
seen
nonsense.
that is.
I hate
He doesn't
players that
touch
do
the
that.
ball.
I would have a committee outside the game telling you now, watching games like this and booking people for that stuff. Because that's not even a foul.
They sound
That's
like
nothing.
fun people on that committee.
I'm telling you, I'll be sitting there going, what's he done? He's dived there, he's getting a yellow. He's dived there, he's getting a
Whatever
yellow.
happened to that though? Nobody, yeah, that rule's there. Just nobody's ever enforced it.
The ones that get missed. You know, the ones that get missed by the ref like that
Like
one.
all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, all of them, yeah.
I think these are the things that people are annoyed about. It's not the big decisions is one thing about the referees. It's just these little
trying to cheat
bad
people out of
decisions
the
that
game.
are just going the other way. And
you can get
you
red
know
card
that-
from that now. He could be set. He can't now tackle anyone.
No.
Because of that stupid little thing like that. It's not fair.
Come on, switch on.
What,
Clear this
so-
half time. Come on.
Let me just
I'm a
see
bit
what
nervous
happens
about
first
the
before I
foul
say
because that shouldn't have been a foul anyway.
Right.
Oh, the
So what I'm saying there is, imagine half time comes and they've reviewed it, and then the ref comes in and says, "Listen, guys, that's no yellow card. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a yellow card. We've reviewed it, seen it. No,
I
that's
don't
what
see
you
why
want."
not. Yeah. Half time, 1-1.
You don't want to AI
That
football
was
too much.
that was nervy. That wasn't. I didn't enjoy that.
It was
Not
alright.
you.
It was alright
I
after
didn't
we got the
enjoy
goal back.
It was 1-1.
Considering how it started for you, that's a good.
14
half.
seconds
Yeah.
in was.
I bet you were nervous, and then within 15 seconds, like,
Oh, I was like,
and now it's.
I was like looking at the camera, sending secret messages to Ethan, going, "What do I do?"
I think it's one of those when that first goal and you're thinking the worst. You know, we've conceded 6 against you this season already. You're thinking the same thing, but look, United played some good stuff.
Yeah.
Not really any clear-cut chances after that. Portuguese
Not
kicking
friends
off at each
anymore.
other there. But yeah, 1-1. United probably happier than City after that first half. You're thinking,
Of course, yeah.
after that first goal. Guys, we'll get into your comments. Do remember, guys, today's stream is sponsored by Manscaped. Make sure you are using code MATCHDAY20 for 20% off and free shipping. Make sure you're using our code, and nobody else is on the internet. Get using that code. Get buying that stuff. Right, bit of a debrief.
There's a little.
from that first half.
There's a little bit of a bit of needle developing in that game as well.
Yeah, there was. I think there's a few.
Like Derby needle.
A Derby needle, which is good. There's a few I wouldn't say bad tackles. You know, even Wan-Bissaka there, we've just said it shouldn't have been a booking, but
Casemiro's
he's gone in hard.
lucky with
Casemiro, I think, maybe got a bit lucky, but I think, again, would have been a harsh red. Bernardo Silva with a bit
Little
of a late one and things
yeah.
like that. Look, if I'm United, I'm happier than that than City. I think that, look, you need this to be... If you let both teams just play football and nicey, I think you can't do that. I think you have to go in and engage with Man City, and I think that helps things. So, look, I'm happy with that first half. Well, it was nervy, but I'm happier than
I thought we had a lot more spells than I anticipated.
Yeah.
I think Rashford's looked bright. I think we've seen little bits from Bruno. I think defensively we've been okay as well. I need a little bit more from Sancho when we get into them areas, because I know it's you're playing for United. It's an FA Cup final. It's against City, one of the best teams in the world. When you get the moments or the opportunities in the final third, you need to make more of them. You haven't really got the opportunity to be all tentative and all cute and all soft and then get... Do you know what I mean? Because we don't know how many times you're going to get the chances to get in that area. So I feel like I just need a little bit more conviction from a couple of the players when we do get forward, because I think there's at least an opportunity or two for us, and City can switch on at any point, at any minute. So I need us to be up and night. But in terms of the way the first half went, it started horribly. But since then, I think it's been a pretty even game.
From the City perspective, what have you thought of it? Again, I've said there that I'm probably happier as a United fan. Do you think you said maybe still in first gear City at the minute?
Honestly, like, possibly because we scored straight away. You know, we just kind of... I don't think we've really even tested you so much. We've prodded you a little bit. And then even when you've had the ball, like, we've just been holding the shape. You've not really seemed to have any penetration, and obviously you got the penalty, which can happen.
Yeah.
So apart from that, the set pieces, and you had the chance with the corner as well, there doesn't feel like a threat coming from United, like Ronaldo was saying there. But at the same time, it feels like we've not really sort of kept it going, which is why I think, watch out the next 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes of the second half, I can see us coming out all guns blazing.
Yeah, and that's always the worry. They're just showing now Louis Saha scored within how many seconds? 25 seconds, so 10 seconds later than Gundogan did.
So that's why it was
a ridiculous start to the game.
You know, it was weird. This feels a lot longer than 25 seconds already. That they're showing on the TV.
Comparing that, but yeah, it's...
And fucking hell, they're showing the full 25, aren't they?
Ridiculous. To concede so quickly, and we said there, I think United towards the end of the game got into it, started putting some challenges in, started making sure that
I don't know
50-50.
In a weird way, conceding that early. I don't know whether City then took their foot off the gas a little bit.
I think they got into the rhythm. Maybe is you know, it kind of went against the game plan a bit of, you know, United aren't sitting back.
But also it forced you to come out.
Yeah. But I think that they're showing the goal here, or the penalty decision.
Definite penalty.
It is in the letter of the law. His hands up in the air and it stops the ball. So that is a penalty. Wan-Bissaka running behind. That's what you want. So even though it's not maybe the best header across.
How do you know? It hit his hand straight away.
You don't know where that's going to go. Is that?
No.
You can see
probably getting cleared.
Yeah,
it's probably getting cleared, but still.
But I think that United have been. It's a bad one. It's a daft one from Grealish. Again, you've got to learn to jump with your hands on the floor, hands by your side now.
Yeah.
But it's scored the penalty, and Bruno, calm as you like, really, wasn't it? Slotted it home.
He did slot it home. Very composed, very cool, very calm, collective. We've not really had many, for all the little bits of play we've had around the box, etc. We've not really had any other gilt-edged chances. That's why I'm saying that I think like we could show a little bit more, because City will get an opportunity or two. Their quality will show at times, and United, it's obvious we need to score again. But I just feel like
I think
there's more there's levels for City to go to that worry me.
Yeah.
So I want United to kind of capitalise on the fact that the game is relatively even and we've had some spells on the ball. I think because you scored so early, I think City then decided to be a little bit more, okay, we scored one. They seem to drop back a little bit more than they'd usually do. So second half, depends how we react. I think towards the end of the season, in the second half, we've been quite poor when we come out in the second half. United, City are probably the opposite. So I think the first 15 minutes in the second half are vital.
Yeah, I think the thing is, whenever we've been pushing the ball around that your defensive third, you just seem so panicky. That's the thing. We're stroking it around, gliding it around, and it seems to be that you're just getting rid rather than actually, any thought, any intention was going. There's only been a couple of times where you managed to pass your way out of the back, which is the way people are wanting to play now. But you've been not even trying to do that. You've just been punting it and you're going straight back to a City play, and that's keeping the pressure up and not doing you any favours.
I think that's been the thing all season for United. I think after them first 2 games of us giving goals away from passing out of the back, he's not even tried it, to be honest. I think at times we've done it when we've had Martinez, who I think is... I think people are just underestimating how good he is. I think he is...
He's unbelievable.
I think the goals we've conceded later on in the season when it's been a mistake from Maguire or Eriksen, Fred or whoever's done it, yes, they've made a mistake, but it's more the fact that Martin has dealt with it all season and is just very, very good at it and has done that, which we're not going to risk to do. I think Lindelof's good, but not as good on the left. And I think as well, Varane's a great player, but that's not his part of his game. That's not part of his game.
Yeah, I was going to mention about the tactics of Man United at the moment. I think that's what Ten Hag is actually planning. I think we're waiting to get to a bit later on in the game where we can then go for it, where you get Garnacho on and you have Eriksen probably come out or Fred come out, because you then obviously the players are not so don't have as much energy to be able to continue doing that running on us. I think that's a part of his plan. Get Fred in there, let him do the ratting, and then when the game kind of evens itself out in terms of fitness levels, then you get on Garnacho with extra pace, then you move Sancho over to the right, and then you start playing our ball. So until we move our players around, it's going to be like a dogged performance where you're getting scraps to try and get goals. I think that's what that's our only chance of really winning. We can't actually outplay them, can we?
And I think you've seen it from Rashford as well this year. I think there's been a few people... I've sat there at the grounds hearing people, why isn't he chasing? I think a lot of it is, especially when he's in that number 9, conserve your energy, because in the last half an hour, I want you still at full pace and running in behind and creating chances, because at the minute, he's not racing around like he used to do and trying to press everyone. I think it's wasting the energy. I think it's just kind of conserve energy, say you're going to get higher and higher up the pitch. United will get a chance, so it's just a case of doing that. And look, I think it's staying in the game. I think, and again, I don't think United can blow this team out, but City can definitely blow us out of the water if they kick into gear. Stay in the game. Half an hour to go, extra time.
I'm telling you, we got much more chance of winning if Garnacho comes on after maybe 10 minutes in the second half, and then you now look a lot better. I think we'll look a lot better. It's like you're saying, Sancho needs to do more. He actually probably can't do more on the left. Like it's just not looking. He's never. When's he ever looked good for us?
But you said that they thought they'd made a switch in that first half. So what was the switch you thought they'd?
I thought Bruno started popping up on the left.
Yeah, he did for a few minutes, and then he was back on the other side again.
That was the thing. Yeah. So, was it just he was out of position and he was covered, and then?
Yeah. To be fair, there could be 2 red cards in this game.
There could have been.
That one there. I think maybe that was like him running, and then he's put his leg right in the way. Maybe, I don't know. Let me see.
I suppose
did he mean
his legs so far away from the ball.
I think Casemiro's gone to do the thing where when you
put your foot in front of him,
but then he's like,
and then he's put his leg in front of him.
He's completely mistimed it and just stood on his ankle. It's a bad challenge though.
Yeah, it's not a great challenge, but again, we then they're not looking at the Bernardo Silva one. Is that the same? I don't think so.
He just kicked him.
Swipe, instead of it being a kick out.
Well, David Beckham got red card for much less than that.
Yeah, I think maybe that was because there was a bit more of a gap between it. It was more premeditated.
I'm dead.
Absolutely.
How you can get a red card for that?
Do you not think that
so soft?
Yapstam looks like Pep Guardiola gone wrong?
Some player, wasn't he?
Oh, he was my favourite man. Favourite defender. He's still my favourite defender of all time for Man United.
I think it's one of them. His 3 seasons at United weren't too bad, were they?
They're tremendous.
Won the treble, won the league 3 times. What a player! And, I think he's the one. You were mentioning Fergie selling players at the right time. Guardiola doing it. He was the one he sold 2 years early.
Yeah,
he could have done it. He kept going, and I think if you'd have seen Stam and Rio for a few years as well,
that'd be ridiculous. He ended up playing on the right back, and he's getting up and down the line as well. Can't believe it. In Italy,
my friend played at Reading. And he said Yapstam, he loved Yapstam as manager for a bit. He said he was great, but he just said just didn't work. Reading's an odd place with managers and stuff, and just said it didn't work out. But he loved him as manager. I think similar as he was as a player, tough to be about. As mentioned before on this stream, today's Watchalong is sponsored by Manscaped. As we've said, spring has sprung, and our friends at Manscaped, the leaders in below the waist grooming, have the best tool for some spring cleaning in your pants. Trust me, your confidence will be blooming like the flowers. Look your best this spring and join the 8 million men who trust Manscaped. Use code MATCHDAY20 to get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Remember, that includes the Performance Package 4.0, which has the 4.0 lawnmower, the Weed Whacker nose and ear trimmer, crop preserver, crop reviver, performance briefs, and travel bag. There is also the all the different things they have on there. Make sure you're going out and checking out Manscaped. Remember, use code MATCHDAY20 to save 20% and free shipping. MATCHDAY20 at manscaped.com. MATCHDAY20 at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. Right,
that
guys.
would freak me out if they did actually thank me.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like 8,000,001 because I might be getting that now. It's too many people.
Statistically, it's got to be at least one of us already using it. So
the amount of free ones we've had here, I mean, yeah, they are good. They are good. We've had them here, so yeah, make sure you use our code MATCHDAY20 for everything. They're showing all sorts of different stuff.
Showing
Wrexham
games.
I was wondering who that was.
Yeah,
It's that Mullen guy. I think he scored like 45 and 45 or something in the league.
Who did Sheffield United beat Tottenham after this, didn't they? I was going to say that it would have been Sheffield United versus Wrexham versus City at some stage, which would have been some story. But
mind you, you're playing them pre-season, aren't you?
We are, yeah. San Diego. It's
don't you just love modern football?
Modern football, there, yeah.
Playing thingy in San Diego.
Yeah, Wrexham.
What madness is that?
Ryan Reynolds sorting it all out. It is absolute madness how it's gone. But they're in League Two now.
Yeah.
He's the top scorer in the FA Cup, is Paul Mullen.
Wow.
He has played 14 more
games
than the other players have, but still.
And there's 7 goals in against the qualifying stage probably.
Yeah, 7 of them.
Does that actually count? Does it? Yeah.
I think from round one. I think that's from round one.
Oh, okay.
I think he scored a couple, and also there's replay. He scored, I think in the
replay.
He scored 2 in both games or something like that. So he
must have.
He's
got 8. So
it's still a good performance, even if it's from round one.
Yeah, there's probably a chance they'll just end up flying up the leagues, isn't it? Well, they thought about Salford.
Yeah, they thought about Salford, but I think it's one of them leagues. It's so difficult in those lower leagues now. The standard of it all.
Yeah, because even last season, Wrexham just missed out as well.
Yeah,
so there's no guarantee, and they didn't. It wasn't like they got more budget this season than they had last season.
No, when you look at
why was it Notts County that won it, or was it?
No,
this year. This year they came second, didn't they?
Yeah, they came second, so both of them went up. But no, it's chaos to get out of them leagues. Even get into the Premier League, the standard at the minute is ridiculous. And you look at someone like Leicester going down, you're going to lose a lot of players.
Yeah.
As a United fan, if you're looking at the teams that have been relegated, like Leicester, Southampton, Leeds, is there any like major player you'd take?
I'd take the defender down at Southampton, the young kid. Can't remember his name.
Bella Kotchap.
They come from City.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah, there's about 5 players who went to City.
Because the
Benzano, the keeper, and
nah, I think it's not. I don't think it's Salisu. It's the one. Nah, he's CDM.
Yeah, Romeo. He's a City boy.
Bella Kotchap.
Bella Kotchap. Then it must be Bella Kotchap. That rings a bell.
What about Ward Prowse?
Ward Prowse is, but if we get him out, there's no need for him, is it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Ward Prowse. I think he goes into a good mid-table team in the Premier League. I don't think he stays at Southampton.
He's almost like, if he comes back into the Premier League, because he could beat Beckham's record for goals outside the area.
Yeah, he could.
What?
Yeah,
he's one away.
Yeah,
he's got that. He has got set piece about him, by the way, and he has got passing and that. But you need more than just that. To be fair.
I don't think there's enough to take him at a top club. But
yeah.
Maddison, I'm not sure about. Maddison, I think.
I'm not sure. Not in the United side, anyway.
I think
Vardy.
Yeah, about 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago. I think the thing with Maddison is he's probably too close to Bruno in the fact he creates a lot of chances but gives the ball away, and he's not as good as Bruno. So I think you're bringing him in and
you can't
wouldn't do it.
It's not.
But again, I think he could be a lower down again mid-table team and do really well.
Yeah, you could see him going to like a West Ham. Even
the interesting one, Leicester signed was it Samari in midfield? A few good players. Who knows? Right, second half.
All those empty seats as well.
There is the lovely corporate part of Wembley.
Still queuing at the bar.
Still having
probably the
City end
area.
Still having half-time meals.
Yeah. What are we saying? We say next goal wins all the cookies.
Second half, no changes for either side, which I don't think anything was expected. Let's see how this gets on.
What do you think?
By the way, obviously the commentator's name's Guy Mowbray, yeah? But like, if you're a parent, what makes you name your son Guy?
I have no idea, mate.
That guy there.
That guy there.
That guy.
That's what we need. Yes.
Yo, Guy.
What do you think Ten Hag said to them at half time?
One touch. There we go.
Yeah.
He said, keep going, lads.
Yeah. Don't let the ball bounce and
he
lose
said that
the
we
ball.
need to probably. I think he should say that we need to play better.
Yeah, we do need to. There we go. He's on the right, and he gets a little bit of something about him. Go on!
Oh, shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. I should have got gas, but he never really looked like anything.
Sprinkling dust over him.
Never looked under control, but
nah, he did.
He looked
Come on.
He looked
a little jinker in there, a little Beardsley.
He had three around him.
He had that Peter Beardsley feel. Oh no. Keep up. What we got? Get there then. Hey!
What's going on there? Oh,
He's just bounced off him.
You don't just smash people in your. That's in your way.
Sent off.
Well done. That is what you call experience, though.
Yeah.
Because if he went and won it, it's just probably
funny though. Varane facially.
Oh, that is a foul.
Looks the same as when he was 22.
It's a bit of a.
Oh my gosh.
That won't matter, Varane. He's happy with that.
You don't want them guys.
I would say you don't want to slap off Haaland the size of him.
Son's ducked.
Yeah.
You duck him, bob and weave.
He's probably the last person you'd want to launch a long ball to.
Yeah. Find him. Yes, inside, back to him.
Surprised he didn't cover his head like that.
Keeper. Keeper's the only one that's on. Yeah. There we go. Now get
That's
it.
what City want, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah. Can we pop it along to Shaw?
No.
You know, I think Haaland had more touches in that first half.
Oh
than he's had
my
in the last few
God.
games.
Who are you looking
Who
for
was
though?
that even two?
I don't know.
There was no one. De Gea, how do you do that?
There was no, but I don't.
There's no one that you're not thinking. Someone must be there on the left.
The execution could be bad, but that was fucked because I'm thinking, like, who did he? I don't know. Who did he see?
He shaped up for that corner and he hit it there, and there was no one there. I don't understand that. That makes no sense. He didn't even go, I'm sorry, you over there.
Is it because you got all the red seats that you could see and you mistook that for a shirt?
Probably is. You can't have that happen too often. Like,
oh dear.
Go on.
Kanji's got that.
This is one of them where like we get excited, we push up and squeeze, then they getting behind you.
Setting the trap.
Yeah.
That's what you don't
Stretching you out.
Just leave them to it. Leave them to.
That John Stones.
Think he is.
My God.
Now it's all open. You see how quick they started moving now? Because everybody. There we go.
Come on, Kyle.
Yes, man on.
Say it.
What? No, to the fuck,
gotta be
man.
better.
Oh, you could have found
so much time.
Why is he moaning at Ericsson, Bruno, for your shit pass? Fucking hate when players do that. Why is he moaning at Ericsson?
Yeah, that was his fault.
For one, you should have said it first time, and for two, it was a shit pass. Why are you moaning at Ericsson?
Do you want a cookie? You sound quite tense.
You know what I mean?
What's in these cookies? What's really in these cookies? Oh my
Stuff like that's jarring.
Come on, United, man. We need to get back in this.
No, chances like that you need to take. You could have hit us on the break then.
That's what they tried to do to us.
Oh, wow.
That's what you don't want. Take him on.
Well done,
man on.
Saka.
Keep it.
Well done.
Don't keep it.
As good as you could do there.
There's no one there, is there?
No. Oh,
Ruben.
No. This is gonna be
You know them kind of balls like that, and everyone's just stretching. I hate them balls. Against.
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing they could do there, is there? Get a touch on it and it goes someone.
Yeah.
You usually have a City player just walking it in there.
I was going to say it's
with a tap in.
Odd that it was behind everyone.
They're the goals that Sterling got all last
year.
Yeah,
that's
25 plus.
Not just last year, like last 5 seasons.
I mean, you don't get them.
Something like 90% of his goals were from 2 yards out.
It's ridiculous. And you're wondering why he don't score 20 now, because he's never going to get those chances again. You'll never score 20 again. I totally believe that. He's a good player, but I'm saying it's the team you really. Why? Is he on the yellow?
No.
Hope he doesn't.
Fred's on the yellow, isn't he?
No, it was Wan-Bissaka got booked in.
Oh yeah.
Daft tackle.
But why are they on the floor again? Just stop being a fool. Yeah, it's not that hard.
But that is, you know what that is?
De Bruyne's knees aren't great.
That is fucking lazy defending that.
Yeah, he's got his knee right up high.
That's
There's no need for that.
What? I don't know. I don't want to stand up and defend properly, so I'm just going to kick him. It's just a low IQ football, to be honest with you.
Someone tell me why Mahrez never plays anymore. Like, and he's got so good stats this season. He's got
does.
70. He's got
It's one of them two.
Isn't he got? Is he your third top scorer for you guys?
Something
With
like
15 goals and 13 assists.
Who'd you keep out though?
Yeah, but he was the top scorer the season before, and he didn't even play. I know who you keep out. You're right.
That's the thing with this lot is that
as an impact player as well coming on, he's
ridiculous. To be fair, you know what? Earlier on in the season when he was starting, he was like not having the best of games.
Oh
no way!
Yeah, man.
He's got. What are we doing,
bro? That's Fred. Hey, listen.
That's a bobbler.
That's Fred's fault. That.
Why is he open on the edge of the box?
It's Fred's fault.
And Gundogan has scored 2 goals. That's 2 goals now. You think you hit that goal, that gets hit, yeah, and you look at it going, that's never going to happen. That's never going in. And it's gone in. Is that De Gea's fault?
It's Fred's fault.
And De Gea's fault?
No, it wouldn't happen if he gave a foot. What? Why did he kick? I don't know. That was shit defending. He just kicked De Bruyne and we conceded from the set piece.
How did you score that?
That's straight from the... Wow. Nobody's on him. Nobody's around him.
No.
That bounced twice. Bounced twice.
Oh. Yeah.
He can't get there, De Gea. He can't get there. But it's bounced twice. Oh my days.
So if you want the recipe for these cookies,
just switch on.
But like nobody's picked him up at all.
No.
He's left in loads of space on the edge of the box.
They're not even having to do anything difficult to win this game.
No.
And also as well, like we all said, the first 5 minutes after the break, City are going to come at you.
Yeah. Flipper, you didn't see him. You didn't see him. How you control the ball while looking that way and you don't see him?
So the recipe's all vegan. You just need some flour, brown sugar, castor sugar, mix all a bit of vanilla essence, and sprinkle of salt is the secret. And put the chocolate chips in at the last minute. 10 minutes in the oven.
Come on. Turn. Go on. Turn.
Oh.
No. Keep battling.
Come on, man.
2-1 City.
What are they saying in the
a few people saying De Gea. I think it's
bit difficult.
Bit difficult, but again, it's one
that far out in the crowded box.
See it
he
till
wasn't.
It's gone past both them defenders as well.
Bouncing.
When it goes past Varane, that's when he sees.
Yeah.
And he gets his hand to it. He just can't get. You can't get a tip to it and then also push it out with like you can't do that at the end. It's just not possible.
But I think, like you said, Ronaldo, don't give the free kick away there.
Oh.
And if you're giving the free kick away, you've got to be set up and.
And it was such a cheap free kick as well.
Don't let the lad who's just scored from... Go on, Bruno.
Oh, keeper weren't even in goal.
Go on, Mama. Drive at him. Drive.
No, I don't.
Soft cross. Well done, United.
I'm still trying, boys. We're still trying. Just get that ball moving and don't concede another, boys.
No. Two bad starts to both halves. You can't be doing that.
That was just the worst. To concede that kind of goal, and if we lose to that kind of goal, everyone would be so upset.
Yeah.
You can't let a ball go. It's not even like a sweet strike like the first one.
No, it was. The first one was clean.
Ericsson looks like he's struggling to me.
I think he has since he's come back from injuries, to be honest. I think he's only had a few good games.
Well,
that was he won the ball,
I
didn't he?
don't know. That's harsh. That's soft.
Didn't he win that? I'm sure he won that. It looked like he won that one. He must have won that one. He's knocked it too far and he's won that one, surely. No, he hasn't. He hasn't won it.
No.
Lazy lunge again.
Again, why are you trying to fool me, Fred? Flipping didn't win it, Fred. You know you didn't win it. Just say.
Certain players aren't ready for prime time, man.
No.
This level of football, we still putting Fred out there on the pitch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is dangerous.
How long's he been there now? 5 years?
Yeah, since Jose came in.
It was just the World Cup, wasn't it? He came in around that time.
Yeah, when Jose came, he came. These guys are dirty. They can go and just.
Header from Gundogan
Don't
for a
think the
perfect
goals are
hat-trick.
finished.
Yeah,
No, I don't think the goals are finished.
I don't either.
I'm surprised it ends like 4-2.
Bloody hell. Days.
Oh, Ericsson.
Oh my days.
Oh.
No.
Ericsson, come on.
De Gea does love that dramatic,
that pulls,
like flat-footed.
There's nothing worse.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
He loves that.
You've done me. You've wrong-footed me. I haven't moved yet. But you've wrong-footed me. Oh man, come on.
He probably wants to sell the wrong-footed thing, innit?
Yeah, it's not my fault. I was going the other way.
Yeah, well, go the right way then. Come on, someone out there? We've left everyone back.
The thing is, it's 2-1. The game still isn't over, but we just
need to do again. We settled quite well after when we conceded in the first half. You need to do that again.
But just remember, we got a lifeline.
Oh yeah,
that was
absolutely.
an absolute lifeline. Yeah. Oh, bloody hell, man! We need another lifeline. The City give away much lifelines? Not really. Now we just hope that it's a one-off. Can't just sit there with them walking around with the ball now. Otherwise, it's over. There you go.
Casemiro. There we go. Now we've used it well.
Love that. Juan, keep going.
That's better.
Great ball.
Oh.
One more. Wide.
There we go. Put that ball in to nobody.
It's going to come back. Not going to go in the box.
Turn.
Oh.
Ah!
Sancho,
Here we go now.
Not much he could have.
Sancho's been so bad.
Oh. Okay.
Chop as well. He's chopped it.
Yeah, Sancho isn't it, man.
No. It's soft again.
Can't start that. You can't be a starting winger for us.
He's too passive.
He ain't got
Most
enough,
of our wingers can't be starting wingers for us.
No, but there's a bit of like.
I know what you mean.
Like wingers in the Prem these days, you need a little bit more dynamism.
Yeah.
He's got everything's too like. He's featherweight, man. When he plays.
Yeah.
You don't suit. He don't suit like.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But when he came back into the team, he seemed to be.
Because he's got quality. That's
he's got
why.
quality. He's
So
a quality
got
footballer, but I just think he's.
Put him on the right. Put a striker up there. Then we talk about whether he's good enough. Because I know the other side ain't good enough. The winning the balls. Yeah, I know. But
2 and a bit years now.
But has he? When has he played on the right where he came to play, and actually been in a team that does anything?
How much space are you giving him? What are we doing?
Oh no!
I'll tell you what, better ball there, and he's tapping.
I was going to say you've got to be putting some height on it to be too tall for Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland.
Here we go. It's not as clean a connection as the first one.
That's the thing.
I feel like bodies are not. I still think that's a bit poor though from there.
Yeah.
But having played as a keeper as well, part of it is when you've got that many bodies, it can deflect. So
I wonder if that
you can't go too early.
Bruno.
Really?
Oh dear.
No, that's Bruno's bozo moment for the game. He has a couple at least. Where he does something you kind of like.
There's a few people saying
30 minutes
Garnacho's coming on.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes. He's got to come on.
Sancho off.
I'm taking Ericsson.
I think it's
I'm moving Sancho to the right so he can actually become the real Sancho. Because he's just nothing on the other side. Nothing at all. What's that song called?
Oh,
you almost.
You say it best when you say nothing at all. Ronan Keating, banger.
Come on, Garnacho.
Yeah, absolutely.
Start ripping people down the left. 1-on-1, I'll take you.
How old is Garnacho?
It's at 18.
18.
Wow.
That's what we need right now.
This is, opportunity to cement his future. We're here.
You usually makes a change with 30 minutes to go, so it's a good time.
Let's
The
go.
only problem is that is our change. There's not anything else to bring on.
Yeah.
Go on, Bruno.
Oh my days.
That's where you want Sam. Just going.
We've got the sun in our eyes now. That's something in your favour. Oh no, there we go.
Gone.
Pep's just commanded the
Pep's
sun to
turned it
go
off.
away.
DL.
You know, man.
Chasing around now.
Yeah.
It's a chance, man, take down the evil empire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where Wan-Bissaka is.
Oh no. On.
Oh, weak finish.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah.
I thought
Oh my days.
Any other keeper catches that. Like straight at him.
Golden
bobbling.
gloves though. Golden
Yeah.
gloves.
So why has he got?
What?
Wow.
He had no reason to kick it off his foot. You know, like he's straight to him, like feather. If he just does
Let's
that.
see what. I see that again.
See, this is the thing now. Like,
Yeah, that's a
It's
foul.
harsh,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's a
fair.
foul. He's pushed him
we
off.
we need to get another goal here, otherwise you're back in this. Yeah.
Well, that's it. One goal is
Yeah, if we
Is-
can get back
is
in
again.
this, it goes extra time.
easy took off.
I think he takes off a midfielder.
You know who he looks
Ericsson.
like?
Yeah.
He looks a bit like Ben Stiller. You know when he wears a wig in.
Oh man, let's go. Sancho, get on the right, lad. Go on.
Yep, it will be because he does it. Garnacho won't be on the left.
Yeah. We'll see
On the
better
right.
from him. I'm quite sure we'll see better from him now.
Did he replace? Was it Ericsson? that went?
Yeah. Had to be. Get Bruno in the game more. I don't think it's.
Just kick it, man. Just kick it.
Have you got anybody on the bench that you're bringing on just for penalties if it goes that far?
Weghorst.
Yeah.
He scored one the last time, didn't he? That's all I can say.
I guess so.
Weghorst. Harry Maguire loves a penalty at Wembley.
I'm not bringing him on anyway. Just leave him off the side. He's had his last game.
I think Gundogan had a chance for a hat trick the other week, and they gave him the penalty and he missed it. So
Yeah.
I think he may not take one
No,
if it
I
goes
think
that
that's
far.
him done.
I will take a pen, surely.
Yeah.
No,
We've got to get it to there first.
Yeah. What was your penalty record like?
100%. No. To be fair, I missed one at Bristol Rovers in a penalty shootout.
Yeah.
Against Everton actually, and then after that I scored every penalty.
Right.
My whole career.
And the one that you missed,
Yeah.
was that?
That was
did you do anything
if we-
different for it?
Yeah,
Or
of
you
course.
just- yeah.
That was when I was young.
Yeah.
Like 17, 18. And I remember being told just pick a corner and hit it hard as you can. So I picked the left corner, hit it hard as I could, hit it as hard and very well right in the corner, but the keeper was already diving that way, so he saved it.
Right.
So then when I was telling this story already, when we was having Nick Culkin, he came in, we signed him from Man United back, he used to be Man United, and he was telling me about Cantona, and he was saying Cantona takes it like this, he does dead straight run up, doesn't look at the ball's not moving, and as soon as he gets to the ball, he's still looking at the keeper, and the minute he moves or dives or leans anywhere, you can then slot it either way.
Right.
So then I practiced that and took the next 40 penalties and scored them all again. I said, that's it.
Mate, wow.
This is my
That's
penalties.
like Matt
from now.
Letizia style.
Yeah. And I
Jeez.
scored every one since.
Put on my lucky do-rag, man.
Thank you.
Is that it? Why did you take it off? If it's lucky, what's going on here?
I don't know if it's lucky or not.
All right.
I'm just manifesting.
I know you'll feel better anyway.
Yeah.
So.
As long as you,
As long as you feel better.
That's it. Guys, have a look at the comments. Get liking the video if you can. A few people saying about Jadon Sancho, 2 years, and he's still not getting better. I'm kind of.
I just think what
games.
irks me is it's a fucking Derby Day FA Cup final.
Yep.
So
And you
if
can't pull it
you're
out.
not normally like a bit, you might not be the personality to be an amped kind of footballer, a bit that's quite urgent and that. But for all days to show a bit of that should be today.
Yeah.
And if anything, he's looked just as. I don't know, man. No,
I don't think so.
No.
Come on, don't foul him. Let's go. Hey!
It's a foul.
That's a foul.
Grealish red card.
That's that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nah, not gonna lie.
Second yellow.
Stick to taking penalties.
That's Grealish's third foul now, though.
That's what I'm saying. He's got to get a card.
I feel like he's.
He's got the yellow, hasn't he? He got the
He's
yellow.
got yellow for the handball.
Was it? Oh my days, he got yellow for that
ball.
No, he didn't get
Oh my days.
No, it's...
What's wrong? What's wrong, Rashi?
Ball moving.
Don't tell me no, but what's wrong? Did he just bounce around like he got injured?
Oh, we didn't pull up.
Yeah, he did pull up. Then I thought that
Do not.
like a hamstring maybe.
Workhorse.
It looked like he was pulling up.
It's always.
I don't want to see that.
It's always the ones.
Or is there a streaker or something? They pulled the camera away.
Yeah, someone's come on the pitch.
Or just stop oil.
I hope so.
Oh, the cameraman's just peppered at the moment. Okay.
Where's the ball?
Yeah.
Oh. What's it matter?
Come on, United.
Later on? No time.
Come on.
You're not beating
Easily, just muscled off the ball there.
He knew what he was going to do, innit? There's nothing he could do apart from go back to his goal. These boys are serious when it comes to keeping the ball. Work for that ball back and do not
Don't
give
the
it
two
away.
of you go.
Yeah, that's this joker. Slides it
that's
through
just
the
it
middle.
now.
When you jump on him, they just like
slides it through the middle. Ortega. Flipping
well done, Bradford. Come on.
Come on,
Go on, lad.
Stay on side. Ref! Okay, well done, Stones. Stones are sick.
Jeez.
Done the job again. Look at that fool, the freight train making the run.
I tell you, Rodri's pulled up there.
I think he looks knackered. I think he's just knackered, to be honest.
I don't know.
Nah, he's just knackered.
He doesn't do that much running like
Hey,
that.
get your leg out. Go get him. He's a beast, that boy. Rodri.
Yeah, he's built for power, not speed.
He looks fine now, doesn't
Because he was just cooked.
he? Yeah. He's just.
They're trying to relax as well, isn't it? To try and conserve energy for the final. Let's get the win, man. Come on, boys.
Come on.
Let's get another goal. Let's make it
We need
extra
the ball.
time so they don't. I know. We'll get a chance somewhere, or will we do anything with it?
Oh.
"22 minutes left."
Where you going? Where you going? Down on it.
Fuck.
That's it.
This is the tricky thing as well. It's like
Like that,
Good.
like that. Right, find someone. Keep going. Don't play.
Don't play it through.
Play it now.
Play him now.
Oh!
Yeah, that's too. I don't know
No.
why.
No, that pass, he didn't even mean that one.
Well done, Fred.
I see what you mean about Wan-Bissaka.
That's the
pushing
bit what
forward.
people talk about goals and assists.
Yeah.
But like a fullback that's like progressive, good on the ball, finds that pass. Do you know what I mean? That's what
you could give that.
Yeah,
straight away.
it's a
give
bit
it
of
straight away.
hesitation and indecision.
Don't shoot, Bruno.
Come on, one more.
Now you shoot.
Go on.
Yes!
Go on. Oh, I think that's a chance, you know.
That is
Rashford.
Rashford.
There's a lot of time on the ball there.
I think you ought to hit the target.
Better.
It's not a bad shot, you know.
Not a bad strike at all.
It's on target, it goes in.
For Rashford,
that's got some pace on it.
Just bounces as he hits it. I think that's what lifts it.
For Rashford, that's a chance. that.
Yay.
I think at that distance, I think if that ball's flat on the ground, it's going.
It's in,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
in all day, yeah, it's in. And I'd back him to be able to do that because he can hit the target well. He can hit a striker ball very well.
How many he got this season?
30. He's
30.
been firing, to be fair.
Shit, it's against Kyle Walker. God,
No, that's the only problem.
That's a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I wonder what his pace levels actually are.
Who, Kyle Walker?
Garnacho compared.
I
You know,
don't
like
think
he's a pace merchant, but like, what kind of pace? Is he even Dan James pace? Because Dan James is
No,
rapid.
he's not that.
I don't think I think he's got a bit more to him than.
Yeah, he's got, yeah, of course.
I think
but I'm
he's
talking
got
about
that.
the pace.
I think he's got that stop and
Yeah.
a bit of pace on the step. I don't think it's the case of foot race. I don't think he's one of them that wins everything. But you saw that the goal he scored against Wolves, where he's turned the pace on, then gone, no, I'll beat you one-on-one, and then gone again. That's what he's got about him. That I just think that.
I think they measure it from the Opta stats, isn't it? Like how fast they've actually moved in a game. Whereas like in the NFL, they'll do it like over 40 yards. They'll actually test them.
What is like the fucking gimp doing? He's probably like going out of a little kid.
Oh man, we need to get the ball back.
Liam Gallagher picking on a United fan.
Like the kid's honestly about 4 years old.
Get the ball, man. Get the ball off
20
this
minutes
fool.
to go.
Look at this football player in goal for them.
Come on. Come on.
But look, you've got 3, like, just cut out the game 4 now if we bring the ball forward.
That's not good.
Okay, they're trying to suck us onto him and then they'll play through, watch.
And then they'll see a gap.
But you can't chase at that pace and win it.
Yeah.
You have to actually chase at no. What
Go on, Erling.
I don't think so.
Oh, look at that.
But not to him either as well. Don't put it through.
Too much.
Go on.
Oh.
Clear. Get out.
Oh.
Gundogan.
Yes.
Offside.
Fucking no.
Wow. Miles off, luckily.
There's nobody even
No.
on Haaland there.
No, Haaland should do better.
That nearly hurt me, you know. That nearly hurt me. I was thinking, Gundogan. Why Gundogan? Why does it have to be you? The thing
Honestly,
is,
never mind going to Barcelona. If I got that, I'd retire at that
Yeah,
point.
you don't need
Just go, done.
Go on, Marcus.
Luke.
Still can't win in the race. Wow. Still can't beat him to the ball. And he's miscontrolled it and had to turn around and then pick up speed. Rashi's already on the move
Go on,
and he
Luke,
didn't beat
well
him.
done. Good. Go on, lad.
Go on. Go on. Go on.
Go!
Oh, that was the chance. That's where you want him.
Like that, got that shot.
Wow.
Like that a lot. Little bit of quality.
Little
from
bit of
Bruno
strength,
as
we
well.
won it.
Nice pass back from Bruno. He's opened it up. Oh, it's just
that looks
past the
like it's
post,
in.
Just past the post. He's whipped it. And it's beating the keeper and it's just past the post. Like, any more to the left and that's hitting the post and in.
Just a little more curl on it, yeah.
Well done.
Come on, stay in the game. That's
Come
what
on,
we need to do.
United.
But look, you're pushing more and more, and this is the danger now. It's like so finely balanced.
You have to risk it, don't you?
Yeah.
But that's what you need. You need to get them little chances like that.
But the more of those chances you get, the more chance one goes in.
Well done, Varane.
Offside.
Is he off?
He's offside.
Please,
He's
no.
offside. Is he?
Go on, Fred,
Just
then.
give it.
There's a,
Go on, Fred.
Need more loft on it. Don't just spaz out.
Corner.
What?
Love that. Come on.
Wow. Got a little momentum going.
Yeah. I just took a deep breath then. There's tension tracking it.
Come on, boys. Let's get another goal and let's put another chapter to this game.
Come on. Yeah.
We need to just be ahead at some point in this game. If we aren't, obviously, if we get ahead in this time, it would definitely be.
Now we need
no
two
struggles.
That was a poor corner.
Turn inside, play it. There we go. And play.
Not
Ball
bad.
in.
Not bad.
Oh!
Not bad.
What's happened?
It's good
Where's the ball?
defending. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he didn't even get ahead.
That was a
towards
good
goal.
ball by Fred.
Come on, United.
Get on the ball early.
That's the type of ball I'm talking
early.
about. We need to play a lot more of them. Not one a game. But it was good.
What are we doing here? All the way back.
Can't go anywhere. There's no options. Everyone else is up the box, in the box, thinking we're going to just punt it in.
Have you got nothing else you can do off the bench apart from Weghorst?
Weghorst,
Not really,
Pellistri.
no. Right, that's good enough. It's good enough.
McTominay.
We've got enough. We don't need to do much more.
Who do you lose if you're bringing them on?
McTominay on for defensive.
McTominay on for Fred, maybe just something different.
Yeah, that's
It's the only thing you
one
can
do,
think,
yeah.
but you're not improving anyone, or there's no one.
And who's
You can
Weghorst
get
come on for?
Pellistri on for Sancho, and that's about it.
Yeah, I don't think that happens.
Yeah.
He's not been playing.
Oh, nice ball.
Great ball.
Like it. Go on.
Oh,
No, you played to nobody there, Fred. Take it down, bang.
great block.
Can we please make sure it falls to one of us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Casemiro.
Come on,
What
United.
did Casemiro hope for there, though? That was just
I
going
know,
to
he's
never gonna
That was
go.
going to phase through Grealish.
Yeah.
Saw him like literally on his toes when he hit that.
Yeah, he's never going to do
Yeah.
it. Never.
Go on.
Good football. Go on,
That's it.
lad.
Keep going. Take your time. No? Who's that?
Go on.
Oh.
Go on.
One, two,
2v1.
one, two.
Go on,
Cut
lad.
inside, cut inside.
Go on, lad.
Bang!
Good defending.
One more. Man on. He's in.
Like it. Go on.
Oh, we've got to do something, you know. We've got something about us.
You are not giving that as a foul.
How's that a foul?
How is that? It just jumped.
He's chested the ball.
What?
I'm on 15 minutes of this, please, boys. Was that a foul?
No.
That's not a foul. That's just
He's
the guy
bigger than
smaller,
him.
innit? That's it.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Here comes Phil.
Foden.
For Grealish, probably. Foden for Grealish or
Kevin
Foden
De Bruyne.
for Silva?
De Bruyne, yeah. That's it. We're done now. We're just getting ready for Istanbul.
I hope you think you're done. Yeah, let's go, boys.
I can't believe he's an odd one.
Yeah,
But
but it's not like
talking
it's
about
it's
being up
not
for a
like it's a bad
derby.
change, is it?
No.
Flipping heck, this guy's been serious this season as well, and he's been one of the quieter ones.
Yeah.
Well, no, he was out for a while. He had problems with his foot. Yeah.
And he still had a great season. You look at his stats;
Yeah.
it's great.
5 Premier League. You got 5 Premier League titles, I think.
It's nuts, isn't it?
For not Foden, it's 22.
Wow.
Here he comes.
Oh no.
What?
And who you come on for? Sancho?
I don't know.
For me, it's got to be Sancho.
It's gonna be
the only
Sancho.
Yeah, it's
but
gonna have to be. But
Is this going to be his final United appearance?
If,
Yeah, it is.
if it's not,
Yeah, it's
we've
been
had
that-
a really bad summer.
It's already been confirmed that United don't want to re-sign Weghorst or Sabitzer.
Yeah.
I'll bring him on.
Sabitzer's got a bad injury though.
Yeah,
didn't
he got another injury.
Is it? In training?
Yeah, he came off. I think it was it hamstring or something? I don't know what it was, but he's
I thought it was a ligament.
out for a while kind of thing.
Ref, how long? How long, ref? What's going on?
13 plus extras.
No, I mean how long he took for the
No,
throw.
no.
But that's that's probably what the ref would say. I'm adding it on. They always say that, and I don't.
Playing
think
in the corner like there's 2 minutes to go.
Still need to get it back though. We're not getting it back.
Oh.
That was almost on that.
Oh.
All right, get up now, Bruno. It's over. Let's go.
Come on.
Yeah, all right,
Tell you what, there's no love lost between
for a bit.
Bernardo and Bruno, is there?
No.
They don't
Right,
mess
who's
about.
he coming on for? Fergie's
He's coming on
happy
for
with-
Sancho, innit? There's no doubt about it. Can't be anyone else.
Yeah, Sancho.
Yeah. Fergie
Is that
looks like he's
Rashford on the
chewing a
right?
wasp.
Bruno on the right?
You might as well put Vegas in the hole.
Yeah.
Rashford up top, Bruno on the right.
This is...
And just get him chasing around, innit? It's like
Yeah, that's
chasing
all it
everyone,
is.
that's it. Because Sancho don't chase. He can never
No,
chase.
I think that's it. No, we're bringing Mark Weghorst on to try and win a cup final. My
Don't
God.
flip. Keep it then.
No, tell him.
That's what you want, you see?
Yeah.
Just that
Oh.
on its own is better
Go on,
than...
Jack.
Don't do
Look
it.
at those calves. Oh.
There's your yellow card for
Yeah.
Fred.
Yeah, but he didn't need to.
You know, you can get a calendar just of his calves. Tell you what.
Grealish is a little bitch, man. Proper
Yeah,
bitch.
but he's my bitch. He's
Yeah.
our bitch.
Didn't even get fouled.
He just got a little
He's
clip.
put his stand. He's like, that's why. Because he kicked the ball at him.
Yeah, but
Come on, boys.
Bex isn't happy.
You see what I mean about feeling like Newcastle? I don't want it. I don't want to feel like Newcastle.
What do you mean?
When we played Newcastle in the final,
Yeah.
they knew they weren't really going to expect it to win.
Yeah.
And it's just one of them tight games, but the other team always is still going to get the job done. That's how it feels at the moment. Like they still had that feeling of we can beat Man United, we can beat them. We're better than them. You know, we got players who can hurt them.
But they're also thinking that and have more players that can hurt you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, gone Phil.
Space.
A ball.
No chance.
Okay,
Tackle.
the other one got given.
Look at this turning.
Oh!
Look at that.
Why are
Flipping
you
power.
giving him
in
so
it.
much time?
Oh
my
into the
God.
post.
Oh my days. Oh
So
my
much time.
days. What?
That second ball from Foden in there.
Foden, man. Flipping, eh?
what touch?
That's
This one here.
awful.
Watch this.
That touch is a joke. Though.
So calm and just floats in like a golf chip.
It is a joke.
He is good.
And then that, nearly on it again.
Yeah.
create chances like it's
Come on.
nothing. Like it's nothing. Like you just wake up in the morning, and we have to work so hard.
I think we need to get one more of these chances. Just
Hold on,
doing this.
didn't we have a goal kick? What happened here?
What's happened? I swear that was our
The
goal
Hayes
kick.
probably pinged it all the way
the
through.
ball out of
Yeah.
play.
How the hell did that happen? Oh man. It's like,
but
like
them
slow
hats
death.
are going to curse us.
Oh yeah, are those hats given away free on the
Yeah,
seats?
they put them on the seats.
Right.
Stupid idea that
I mean,
was.
it is hot and sunny.
I know, but yeah, there you go, Fred. Another. He's coming off soon, isn't he?
Yellow card?
Yeah, he's already had one.
This is a slow death now, man. Come on, man. We need to use this last 10 and get something.
Ref, how much time is being wasted though
It's
in
always
between
gonna
the
happen,
stoppages?
So time wasting?
Right.
What
9 minutes to go.
Wow.
McTominay is the only other shout.
Yeah.
But
It still feels like you're going out with a whimper here. You're not.
That's what I mean. We're not really.
But I think this, but again, it's kind of a mix of the two. City are just controlling the ball. Like they're not gonna give you the ball to give you the chances, are they? Why is it 3v2 on that side?
Well,
yeah. Bloody hell, man.
One goal. That's all it needs.
Wow. You know. Vout comes on and gets a goal. Let's have that happen then.
Pep shitting himself.
Yeah.
Let's
Do
hope
without
that
touching the
happens.
ball.
Squat
to be
there.
honest. No one's actually
8 minutes.
8
plus
minutes
injury time.
Yeah.
Good pass.
Offside.
Get yourself on side, man.
Come on.
Come on.
Another change coming.
McTominay looks like coming on
For Fred, yeah? Because Fred's been messing.
for Lindelof.
Look
Is
him
it?
run off.
Wow.
For Lindelof.
Okay. Right.
So what are we doing? 3 at the back?
Yeah, I think he pushes Luke Shaw. I don't know.
Wasn't there a thing with like when they change
What's he
actors in a
saying?
sitcom? It was a bit like that with McTominay. Like one season. he went away.
Rafa. One there, one in front. Lindelof get in front like he's being the Stones, yeah? I don't think so. Lindelof ain't Stones.
No.
No idea about this.
No, I don't know. He does this though, doesn't he?
Don't let
when
him
we
get
need
the
a
ball
goal.
back. Don't do it. Don't let him get a shot! Oh my goodness me.
He's done this a few times, hasn't he? He did
froze.
this against Newcastle where he ended up with like Delo, Lindelof and
Yeah, and then
Shaw
we got
at the back.
Yeah, we was
And I
all over
don't-
the place.
And
There was
I-
another game where he did it in the Europa League where he did this weird like
Yeah.
3-5.
Yeah. Was it Sevilla?
Yeah,
Nah,
towards the end of that game, yeah.
I
And we
just-
had to go
It
for
wasn't
it.
Sevilla, it was in the group.
Was it?
stages. I think it was against Real Sociedad.
It was the last game of this group where
Oh.
we needed to score, didn't we?
Yeah, and he went to
Well
some
done, Gareth, actually.
mad
Come on.
attacking formation and it just didn't work.
I think it's a bit better because we've got a. But it's essentially it's Varane against Haaland on his own, which just I'm not sure about.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he's done that. He's done the same formation thing. He's done the.
Now what though?
Get
We need
a
to
good-
just get the ball out. Don't even try and pass.
People are on.
He has
offside,
not
yeah.
got the body shape to try and pass anything.
Well,
You know, Gundogan still looks fresh.
scored 2 goals in a cup final. I'm going to look fresh for about 10 years if that happens to me.
How old is this guy now anyway?
Gundogan, 32, I think, maybe coming up.
Yeah, what a legend he's been. He's been
Honestly.
tremendous.
I
for
think
you
he should have
guys.
just took Fred off.
Yeah, I
Because I think we were showing some sparks where
Yeah.
we didn't really need
Yeah.
to make a mad formation change. Do you know what I mean?
But
Yeah.
here's the other thing as well. Like, if you do get an equaliser, we've only used one sub.
Yeah.
Foden
What
coming
do you
off
have to
with
do?
De
What can we
Bruyne.
do? Bring on Maguire to fill in.
I'll bring on
Nah, we
Nico
would never
Mahrez.
do that.
Ball.
What's
Well done,
that?
Vego. Go on, Rafa.
more?
One more.
Oh, great tackle.
One more out the line, yes.
Good lad, go on.
Come on. Let me do something. Check it. No, it's just no space.
Down you
is there?
go.
There's no space whatsoever. Get up, Rashi, man. The game's not over.
Rashford, you best be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go on, Garnacho. Corner. What?
Rashi, the game's not over.
cramp.
Mad
Can't
for
be cramped,
Rashford.
really.
The game's not even out of play. Nothing. Just get up.
It's groin.
Hip.
Nah, it was collision. Good play from Garnacho. I think he could have released it a little earlier though, but he's been bright, man.
Yeah, he has.
He's got that, like, he's having a go. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
he's,
that's what I mean.
He's running at people, he's coming at...
He
whereas,
always has that. Always.
Yeah. It just seems to be, the rest of the time, especially in the first half, not taking responsibility, passing it off for someone else to do
We
it.
don't have enough players who can have a go on their own. That's what it is.
It's mad the impact that Garnacho's doing, having not been on the bench.
Having been on a bench. Having not
in
been
the
on
first half going
Yeah.
before the game.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I love the foul.
Do you know what I mean? So.
This is the thing though, he's the only player
5
really
minutes
that
to
we've
go.
got that feels comfortable on the ball running at you.
Yeah, but he feels like a United player should be.
That's what it should be. We don't have any more.
Go on, do
we
it.
need more.
I thought he's got a lot of what Sancho
come on.
with the the
Yeah.
directness and the kind
Yeah.
of that's how Premier League wingers are nowadays.
Yeah.
They're not really like the Sancho types, especially
No.
in a team like us.
You need a proper move. Sancho would be alright in a City passing around, but he wouldn't even be able to shut down like the way they need him to. So would he not play because of that? I don't know.
I just generally feel like his style of play is much suited to like other leagues.
Yeah.
Well done, Vegos. Go on, lad.
Oof.
That's not bad though, but because he did a bit more than Sancho
That's
so
what you
far.
want.
That little link up there is more than what Sancho did.
Someone's got to help him.
Put that in. Oh, right,
Passing it around.
Next
One more.
next one out. Wide. One more.
Pass it to Garnacho. This is what I mean. But I don't like. If you've seen your guy, he's beat the fullback dead easy. He's against Bernardo there. I feel like he should be like.
There we go. Put in.
Just a bit too deep.
It's not bad though. Well done. Well done, Bruno. Nice.
3 minutes
play.
plus injury time.
No time left for that now.
I think there's another goal in this. Either we're going to hit you on the break or you're going to grab an equaliser.
I think so as well. I feel like the same.
Scabby goal to win it. It's what's the annoying thing.
Did you do the hop and skip on your penalties?
Nah, I don't do no hop skips. I just run straight and then take a long leg back, and that's it.
Did you do like a Johnny Wilkinson, always count out your steps going back, or always the same
I start
distance?
on the line.
Yeah.
On the edge of the box line, straight, just looking dead straight at him, and then the keeper just likes to lean or dive early, and it's over for him.
Were you as deadly in training, or did you not really practice them?
Yeah, I did in training. But obviously, you miss a few in training, but
Yeah.
you're taking it against the same keeper who knows what you're doing, and then he's just having a laugh with you playing about, like standing on the side, like going like this. Come on, then. Remember Paul Walsh? He was doing that to me. Joker. And he would score. He would actually save a few every now and again.
Oh.
What touch that is, man.
Oh my God!
Every touch they take is like that now.
Gundogan's some player.
Look how he's
Still
still move.
Oh! Honestly though,
What the heck has he got legs like that for? How has he got legs at 32 running like that?
I know.
Like it's nothing. Like
and it was like he had the double knee up the summer he signed for us. He
What a
was on
player he
crutches
is.
for the first couple of months. And everyone's like, is this right? He was first player Pep signed. He was
Yeah,
like,
I remember because Dortmund had an amazing squad.
Oh,
Their
yeah.
whole team was ridiculous.
That was
And,
just coming on the back of Klopp, wasn't
yeah,
it? Being
Aubameyang up front. They had
Yeah.
Royce. They had what's his name? Goetze.
Oh yeah, Mario
Gundogan,
Götze. Oh,
Hummels. They had everybody. I was like ridiculous side.
go on, Jack.
I think this is worse than getting battered.
I know it hurts, isn't it? Like
I said that earlier and you disagreed. I said
I know, but
I said
I think
that's exactly what I said.
I think losing is just,
It's all
I think
tight and then
losing
they
either
just
way
get a
is
goal.
bad.
I think the tight loss. I don't know. Would you rather the tight loss where it was? To be fair, it's not been last minute, but like
Man,
I'd rather we lost to a better goal than what we did.
come on.
Like, not a goal like that. I want them to beat us. Like if they beat us, they should
Bat
really
for
beat
them.
us. Can't have that kind of goal, man. It's just the first goal's sick.
Yeah.
Second one's crap. How was he saw that?
Because you couldn't have done anything about the first goal, but it feels like you could have done something about the
Yeah,
second.
that's what I mean.
Set piece, you might be set. And pick up your man at the edge of the box who's just scored from outside the box.
Right. Injury time. This could be your last throw of the dice.
what the fuck was that?
Who do you head that to?
Don't foul. Go on,
Well
Garnacho.
done.
Garnacho. Come on, do something. Do something.
Oh.
There's so many players
So
in the
many
box.
bodies
Like,
back there now.
it's a ridiculous amount of bodies. Yeah. That's a good ball.
Great header.
Can we have Casemiro in there, please? He's the only one who's going to be able to do something.
4 minutes.
Uh-oh.
4
No.
minutes of injury time.
No
Bruno-
bounce.
Bruno.
Look at this guy.
Well done, Bruno, in the end. Hey.
Hey!
Oh.
Yellow card. And he did that on purpose as well. And no yellow.
Can we get
4
the
minutes to
ball?
go.
Can we get the ball? Ganacho first. Hey, some spark plug, man.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Has he come through the academy?
Yeah.
We signed him from Atletico at about, I think he was 16 or something.
I think a bit younger than that, actually.
Yeah.
Is he Spanish? Is he?
Yeah, he's.
No. Argentinian. What do you get? Go on!
Oh! Go!
No!
Oh my fucking god, man!
Did somebody have
Jammy
the crossbar?
bastards! Oh.
We do apologise for the fruity language, but tensions are running quite high here at the Stretford Paddock today. I'm sure somebody headbutted the...
I think they did.
Oh my days.
Yeah. That Stones has nutted the crossbar.
Did he?
Yeah. And he's just...
Is that our ball?
Oh.
It's a corner.
Corner.
Just get
Yeah, I think
Casemiro on the run, and that's all we need. Casemiro on the move. Why has Bruno got to take it? He usually hits the first man.
2
Why does
minutes
someone else take it?
after this
Said rather
corner.
Luke Shaw, but
Yeah, he always hits the first man.
rather in the box. As we said, City are a big, powerful side.
Yeah,
and
look
like,
at that. At least as long
and
as they're on the move, I'm happy.
And they've thrown Ake on now as well.
Can we get that ball? Second 60 yard box.
Ake's
where
had a
players
great
on the
season.
ball.
Hope this isn't getting added on as well. All this time wasted.
No.
Come on, man.
Okay, now
Hurry up
That's
and
a
take
good
the corner.
ball. That's actually a good ball.
Push up, push up, push up. Oh,
just a
Well done, Luke
just a
Shaw.
player.
yeah.
Have it back again.
Come on.
Cut inside. Play it inside.
Go
Oh,
on,
ball.
Garnacho. Go on, lad.
Oh!
Shite.
Go on.
Too much. No, still
Nah.
there's someone there. Give it to
That's it,
Bruno.
do that.
That's a gone.
No.
It's gone.
Ah!
Wow.
Well done, Garnacho, though, man. You're working
Minutes
hard,
to
man.
go.
You're trying your
Ganacho's
best.
balled out. I don't care.
He's trying his best.
Oh, that's
That-
the
look-
one for Ancho.
Oh, look at that. Right in the nut. Stones. Boof.
Okay, no.
Oh, it shouldn't have been a corner, but it's some header.
Yeah,
that
he's
from Rodri.
kicked it over, hasn't he? Rodriguez clipped it
Yeah.
over.
Tell you, that's some commitment to the cause from John Stones there. I'll eat that post. I'll eat that. Good work. 1 minute to go.
Yeah, I think that.
I'm not enjoying this either.
Oh, yeah, right.
No, it just feels
Oh,
like
fuck off. Car runner.
I'm bloody getting cramped watching it.
I hope he's actually injured. So then in the final, you don't have him. Final of the Europe, Champions League. Oh, bloody hell, man. You know, I'm not used to this. You know, like growing up, just
No.
watching us just continually win. And every
This is
finals.
life, my brother.
This
This
is
is life.
Yeah, now
Ups
it
and
is.
downs.
It's disgusting. It just feels disgusting. You're powerless.
You know, this feels like at the end of NFL when they just take the knee and just run the clock down.
Well, is it now over, yeah?
It feels
Finish.
over. It feels pretty much over. I mean, he's been down for 2.5 minutes now, hasn't he? So
You get another minute.
no. Be one clearance, I reckon.
Yeah, his hamstring's
Oh.
better now, yeah?
Laporte. Who's he coming on for? For Kyle. All right.
Yes, our opening.
I
And that's
thought
okay
that
now
happened
get out, yeah.
45 minutes earlier.
Kanji, innit? Just throw him there instead.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. And Ake's on, yeah, so it doesn't matter, yeah. Definitely doesn't
5
matter.
centre halves on.
Bloody hell, man. I hope we get
If they keep the
2
ball,
minutes.
no.
Do we get 2 minutes?
Oh,
Oh,
go on,
no, it's a
Erling.
race.
Go on, fella.
He's been clever as well. Corner.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
It's like, yeah, try and move
Corner.
me.
Yeah.
I think now's the time to get my little Erling Haaland out. There we go.
Oh, bloody hell.
Bobby Charlton on top, Erling Haaland at back.
Oh, my God.
Like a glazer lizard.
Oh, dear.
Oh, man. Why, boys? Why? They're just going to hold it
in the corner. I think, is there anyone better to have in the corner than him?
Oh, and Phil.
It's not over, you know. It's not even out. And it's...
It is now. That'll be that.
No, go to 97 now, surely.
No
Give
chance.
an extra 2 minutes. Right?
Whistle in the mouth here.
Yeah.
As soon as he gets thrown in.
Extra 2 minutes. Extra 2 minutes. Extra 2 minutes. Come on, let's one more chance, boys.
No.
Rashi's injured.
Look at the watch.
Oh.
Yeah, Rashford's fucked, isn't he? No, that's it. Game over. Yeah, Rashford's done. That's that.
Play, boys.
That is it. Full time, 2-1 City. Gundogan with 2. Penalty for Bruno. This stream will be directed straight to the review where we'll look at things. But thank you again to Manscaped for sponsoring it. Code MATCHDAY20. Click the link in the bio. But that is 2-1 Man City are FA Cup winners. Cheers, guys. See you in the next one.